Fantasy?
Film.
Fly! What'd you fucking say?
Fantasy.
Film fight!
I still don't get it.
Fantasy. Fight!
We take the pick of the litter.
We take it in turns. Someone's just gotta go first. And then?
The next person.
They just go round and round.
That's what
We call it
fantasy.
fight. You win some, you lose some.
Anything can happen.
So,
Who are you going with?
who you picking? Today.
Fantasy.
Film.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I put that together myself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 69 of Fantasy Film Fights, the show where we take a random film topic and we draft it fantasy style. Today, in honor of it being June 9th and it being episode number 69, we thought we'd be the pinnacles of maturity and draft what we consider to be the most fuckable movie cast. Could be into guys, could be into girls, could be into anywhere in between. It's all up to our panelists today. But joining me, as always, my co-host, Mr. Tony Hill. Tony, how you doing?
I am doing excellent, and we've finally done the most asked about topic we've had on this channel so far, because all our people that are involved in this are dirty perverts. I don't like you all. It's like, no, literally, like every couple of weeks we got like, oh, you should do the most.
You see this mustache?
Like,
come on.
That's why he's on the show right now.
Right.
Who wants to ride?
This is my audition tape right here. That's all I sent in. Sent in a headshot. That's all I needed.
But yes, it is going to be a fun one today. I'm getting from somebody right now.
yeah, let me play with that.
Anyways, but let me introduce our panelists. Everyone on this panel is joining us from the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Thank you guys all for being a part of it. Let me go around the whole and introduce everyone right over here next to me. My girl, Christina, aka Christy V. Christina, excuse me. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very excited for this. I have a very, very specific list. So I'm sorry, Melissa. I don't know if Billy Crystal will be on that, but maybe. You never know.
Yes, I'm intrigued to find out if you're going to draft anyone other than a movie that has a cast member by the name of, I'm not going to say it right now in the feedback, Tony. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's messing with me right now. Anywho, we'll press on. Down over here, the Boston badass Paige Frabetti is joining us. Paige, how goes it?
Oh man, I'm so happy to be here and talk about some sexy men and women on screen. And I know this isn't a win or lose thing, but game plan is to have the sexiest movies on my list. So
that should be the game plan. Good luck to you. Down below me, who is doing a simulcast, thank you very much, sir, with his Twitch channel. Hi, everyone over there watching on Twitch for Ben's subathon, but we've got Mr. Ben Goddard joining us, our captain from the den.
Guys, mods, make sure you guys are spamming the link to this YouTube video in the chat because I want Tony to get all the love for putting this together. As soon as Peggy tweeted out this thumbnail of like 6'9" most fuckable cast, and I don't think I've responded to a tweet faster in my life. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't even plan the event yet of what day it was. I don't know what I'm doing, and she texted me. She's like, "Do you still want to do this?" I was like, "Yes, that's happening this week. I'll make it fucking work. Don't care." So I'm so happy to be here. Happy to be with all you lovely people. And we are going to get hot and heavy in this 6'9" StreamYard, baby.
Yeah, we are. And then
I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Right. Last, but most certainly not least, because Tony figured out the other day that he is the most frequent panelist on Fantasy Film Fights. Why? Because we love him. You guys love him too. Mr. Amaru Moses. Rue, how are you?
I always forget I was on the first one. But I'm pretty sure if Ben was first, I was second, and I hit you up like there's no way.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, like, I ain't been on in a while, even though I'm on all the damn time, apparently. So, but yes, I'm ready for this. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's get to it. Tony, we got to figure out how to decide draft order. How do we normally do that?
Yeah, so the way that we do it is that because I am drafting this week, you have got a question for us, a numerical question. Whoever gets close to the answer, we're not doing price right rules, so higher or lower. We get to pick draft order, so you guys get to decide who goes first, who goes in the middle, and who takes it in the rear.
All right, so this is time to break out those whiteboards because I need a numerical order from each of you. And the question is this. One of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite comedians is the one, the only Eddie Murphy. Now, in Eddie Murphy's special entitled Raw, he happens to use the word fuck quite often. According to Wikipedia, how many times does he drop the word fuck or some variation of the word fuck in that comedy special? Closest to the correct answer gets to set the draft order. You get to decide who goes first. If you want to go in the middle, if you want to be at a turn at the very end, it's all up to you. If you win, just need a number closest to wins.
So, just quickly, thank you, Patrick. It is true. I've been shouted here, even though this is a British channel. But yeah, for anyone that's new, so the way this works is a snake draft. So whoever goes first in the first round will go last in the second round, last in the first round, first in the second round, all that jazz. And
do the people in the end get back-to-backs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Cool.
Correct. All right. Everyone got a number written down? All right. Let's go around the horn. Christina, what'd you write?
I knew that everyone was going to be lame and say 69, so I said 96.
Whoa.
All right. Paige, what'd you guess?
Well, I'm lame and I put 69. So here's that.
I said 116.
116 from Ben. Rue.
I think y'all was short selling him. I said 273.
273. And then Tony.
I went a little bit higher, 297.
297.
I think Corey might have the right answer of 65 million.
Nah, that'd be a Bernie Mac.
All right.
Bernie Mac.
With the closest to the correct answer of 223.
Wow.
It'd be Rue.
Let's go. Okay. Ben's going first.
Okay.
That's happening. I'm going second, and I haven't thought about it after that.
Okay.
I got to figure out who is most likely to possibly steal my movie on the way back.
Remember, it's Tony drafting and not me this week.
Yeah. I think I'll have Tony go third, Christina go fourth, and I'll let Paige go back to back.
All right.
So kind of you.
Yes.
I'm okay with going first because I got a banger right out the gate.
Anyone steals my movies, I'm gonna kill you. Just
Yeah,
for
me
that.
too. Nothing but
Just
time,
saying.
people, in 1 week. Nothing but time.
So how long do we have to draft, by the way? Like a minute? Or does it matter?
No, I'm gonna say right now, hey Ben, you're officially on the clock with the first overall pick of the most fuckable cast on Fantasy Film Fights.
With the
floor is
first overall pick, I am locked in already. Avengers End Game.
All right, and I'll explain to us why you say they are
Chris
the most fuckable
Hemsworth,
cast.
Chris Evans, Brie Larson, Scarlett Johansson, Zoe Saldana. Who plays Mantis? Rue, what's her name? Chloe. Her. Josh Brolin.
That goes
Tom
the IG player.
Hiddleston. Robert Redford. Paul Rudd. Robert Downey Jr. Jeremy Renner. And on top of all of these people in 2021, I get their 2012 versions. I get their 2014 versions. I get all the versions of all these gorgeous, gorgeous people. So that is my first overall pick because the cast list goes on and on and on and on with multiple timelines of the same bangable people as well.
It's a solid pick. I would think the only con I could throw at it is that I don't think we get a bearded Chris Evans at any point in that movie.
That and you get a fat Thor.
Yeah.
But we also get skinny Thor in 2014 when he goes back to Thor
That
the
is
Dark World.
true. I forgot. Yes.
No,
For like a second.
I'm pretty sure I've heard.
I think that's all you could handle, Chris Hemsworth at his prime, Christina. I'm not doubting your prowess over there, but he is
Now I
out
can
of.
handle it.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I know a lot of women who love thick brothers. Like
Exactly.
So I think both fat Thor and skin and buff Thor are probably just as fun.
Now, I have a question. Did anybody else have this on their draft board?
I had the Avengers film. I just had the first one. I didn't even think to go with the one that had everyone in it.
Technically, it's still on the board. Should you choose to?
It's still on
draft
the
that one
board.
instead.
That is,
Yeah.
that is
But I
true, that is
also
true.
drafted 2012 Avengers because they go back and they are shown in the movie. So
Yeah.
I did
I
not.
think we should kick Ben out. I'm already over him being here.
I was a little
she's
upset about having
bad.
the first pick, and I was like, you know what? I was going to draft this first, so you know what? Sebastian Stan is also in there. Sorry, I could bring it up right now, guys. Like Chadwick Boseman, Denai Guerrera, just
get them all,
just all of them. Like all Avengers assemble. Imagine that in the bedroom, like game over. Just imagine you light some candles, and then you hear in your ear. On your left, except it's not in a radio. It's Anthony Mackie whispering sweet nothings into your ear over your shoulder, and it's game fucking on.
And then he yells, "Cut the check!"
And then right when Josh Brolin is about to start, he says, "I am inevitable," and it's
right?
just
that snap happens,
and then the snap happens, and then you don't remember anything. Like you wake up in a different dimension. And then your future daughter asks, "Was it worth it? What did it cost?" And you say, "Everything," and then you die.
I'm gonna watch an End Game in a very different way.
Hey, you asked for this. You asked for this.
No, it's a fantastic first pick. I think fantastic.
I think Ben accidentally watched the wrong version of Avengers End Game from the sounds of it.
Maybe you guys have watched the wrong versions of Avengers End Game.
If they made a high budget porn, that'd be amazing.
Pretty sure that
Goddar's in it. You guys didn't know that?
Yeah.
Low budget. All right. So Avengers Endgame is the first off the board. We move over to Rue for his first pick. What you got?
All right, so I peeped Goddard's Twitch earlier, and immediately
I knew people were going to be spying on that when I asked for suggestions.
Good at the research,
and literally, I just was like, you know what? And it wasn't for research. It was just to see what it was like to be on stream for that long. And he just happened to be talking about the fact that he wasn't picking this up. So I was like, you know what? If I get the order, Ben's going first because I know this movie is sticking with me. I am actually trying to avoid the majority of all the team up films, Avengers, all that. So go ahead and grab that. I'm trying to stick with like casts that are maybe some are ensembles, maybe some are not. However, this one is the one everybody's looking for. But I need Jada Pinkett Smith in this because Magic Mike Double XL.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
My number one pick. I mean, you got the Magic Mike guys in the first place. You got Channing. You got Joe, but what the second movie has that the first one doesn't, one, it's fine-ass Jada Pinkett Smith. Two, it's Twitch. Tall, dances his ass off. But three, and most importantly, these skinny, sexy dudes need representation, and nobody does that better than Donald Glover. Donald Glover is the epitome of skinny, sexy, and I saw him, and I felt represented. I felt heard. So Mike Double XL, that's my number one pick.
It's a risk to not. It's a good choice. There's no doubt. It's so funny. I remember hearing a radio interview when The Eagle came out with Jamie Bell and Channing Tatum, and they're like, "Yeah, you're not shirtless in this movie." He's like, "You know what? Sometimes you just need to start taking yourself seriously in Hollywood." And then 2 years later, Magic Mike comes out. So congrats, Channing. But also, the fact that you didn't take Magic Mike, one, you lost McConaughey. And you lost Olivia Munn. And you lost Alex Pettyfer. Or as Christian would say, Alex Pfeiffer.
That's how I thought you said this last one too. So it's okay, Christian.
Losing Olivia Munn hurts me. Losing Olivia Munn hurts me a lot. But again, I need Jada and I need Donald. So the balance is there. That's fine with me. Also, there are more movies to come. So
true.
And you lose Gabriel Iglesias too.
No, I was double checking that he's actually in XXL.
He's in the second one. Okay, that's my fault.
You get Fluffy, and you get Andy McDowell as well. So that's always a bonus.
So fluffy.
You do get Andy McDowell, so that's a solid trade.
Matt Boner is gay in real life because I'm just like, I mean, actually, I don't even care. Like, I'll join in with your husband.
I'm very happy with that.
Tony would be very happy with that. Yes,
I would.
Yeah. I knew one of the Magic Mice was coming off the board at some point, probably in the first round, which, I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. So, Rue takes Magic Mike XXL. Tony, you're on the clock, sir. What you got?
All right, I'm gonna have to go with this one because it always feels like it get brought up whenever we even mention this topic because it has one of the sexiest men. He has one of the sexiest men and one of the sexiest females in the peak period of 1999. Like Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo. And I have a thing for Omid Jalili. I don't know why. I'm going for 1999's The Mummy.
I hate you very much.
Now, are you picking this because
Mike XXL and The Mummy? Like, what the fuck? How did you think that was going to happen?
Okay, number one argument against the one and only argument against The Mummy is not Jonathan Hyde. Who's the brother? John Hannah. John Hannah is the only argument against this cast being flawless.
You have Odette Fair.
Odette Fair is unfair. He's unfair.
But still.
I like Scottish people, and also like John Hannah just has this thing about him.
And you
just
have
like,
Kevin J. O'Connor as Benji as well too. So.
Yep. And you have some sexy dead mummies on there too, so
it's true.
It works for you.
Yeah, it's just
getting all variety.
And you have 1999 Rachel Weisz eyebrows.
That's okay. Thank you. That is
are
my one issue with this movie is her damn eyebrows. I was guilty of it at the time too. I had like pencil thin freaking eyebrows. Like I barely have like 3 fucking hairs on my eyebrows as it is right now. But yeah, I completely followed that trend. But looking back at it now, she just looks so strange to me. I can't get past it. I don't know why.
Like it's hard to argue against sexy, cute, shy librarian Rachel Weisz, but the eyebrows is kind of the only argument against it. Otherwise, it's literally perfect. And we are in the Brendan-assance, Brendan Fraser making a comeback as well. So I'm very excited about that. God, it was on my list for sure. I can still grab the sequels, but we'll see.
Now, Tony, did you pick this just to appease your former teammate Jacoby Bancroft because you know it's his favorite movie?
No. It just happens to be a bonus.
Okay.
That's also. Yeah, I don't know. He may have put the idea in my head, but it's also just like you have Brendan Fraser and just his finest. Like there's only one other film that I can think of that works,
George
but you don't have
Jungle,
Rachel Weisz.
minus the hair.
Oh, George of the Jungle, classic.
Oh yeah,
good.
That's a good one. Too.
Maybe someone's future draft.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm sorry. We're gonna press on. Okay, Tony takes The Mummy. Christina, you're up, babe.
Well, since we invited the bandit here, fucking ruining my life, I will take the predecessor of Infinity War because Chris Evans, when he is, and it's really all about him. I don't give a shit about anybody else in this movie. When he appears in the train, I felt something. My ovaries awoke. Like I never wanted to procreate until like that moment happened, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to become a mother. Chris Evans, please find me. That man with the beard and the hair is perfection. It does not get better. That is a male specimen right there. And that alone is enough reason for me to put this on here. And the rest of the cast looks great too. But that alone is enough reason. And ScarJo had the blonde, killing it. I liked that look. Thor wasn't fat yet. So I'm still a dreaded Thor. Sorry, guys. You know, Teen Groot was looking good, you know, looking beefy.
Whoa.
Get you dendrophiliac.
So I'll take Infinity War and Ben's the worst.
So Chris Evans, we will be our sperm donor, please. We're waiting for that call. Whenever you drop off that.
Show of hands.
Austin, Paige, you got the hookup.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Show of hands, who's shocked that Christina picked a Chris Evans movie out the gate? No hands up? Okay, that's what I thought.
I'll be shocked if any of her films don't have it.
Yes, that's true.
True.
Well,
For anyone new here, Christina does love a bit of Chris Evans.
Just a bit.
I was waiting for her to bring her board up.
There you go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Unless anybody else wants to throw in their 2 cents on Infinity War, I say Paige should be on the clock.
Paige, it's tough to argue against it. I mean, there's no Brie Larson in Infinity War. I'm trying to think of who else is not there. I think that's might be the only one.
And Paul Rudd and Jeremy Renner, but Jeremy Renner is not attractive, so I don't really care about him.
Paul Rudd and Brie Larson. That's a tough.
I trade in Brie Larson for Paul Rudd for sure.
Yeah.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, I mean, losing Brie Larson and Paul Rudd really is an issue, but for what you get in Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth, I'm okay with that. You know, and you get like, you know, Idris Elba's in that a little bit more in the beginning. Tom Hiddleston's and more in that in the beginning. So
you also get
a little bit more. They die in like 30 seconds.
I know, but they're like they're in Endgame for like a hot minute, so it's the same. It's the same.
Legit 1 minute. But
it's okay. She just likes Infinity War because that's when Tom Hiddleston gets choked, and that's what she wants to do.
I want to choke somebody. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Chris Evans did it, but whatever. Anyway, Paige, it's your turn.
Yes, Paige, over to you.
All right, so I can go back to back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but just do the first one and just pick your first one, and then we're gonna recap the second round. Yeah.
I mean, I'm bringing it back a little bit, guys. I'm bringing it back to 1983 with some sexy men that are now just even more beautiful. They age so well. Is The Outsiders.
Yep.
Maybe we got Patrick Swayze, we got Rob Lowe, we got Tom Cruise, we got Emilio Estevez, like
Ralph Macchio.
Who am I forgetting on there? Matt Dillon, like woo. I mean, I remember when I read that book and then
Thomas
saw the
C.
movie.
Howell.
Yeah, like,
everyone forgets about Thomas C. Howell.
I mean, oh my gosh. When I saw that movie, I was just like, yes, yes, yes. Perfect casting. All those men are beautiful. I love them all. And I'm glad you guys don't have it on your list because it's on mine now.
How do you have someone named Soda Pop? I don't know. That would bug me.
That's Rob Lowe, right?
Yeah, Soda Pop Curtis.
That's his full name.
For Rob Lowe, I'd probably get over it, but
to be fair, there's also a character called Ponyboy in The Outsiders. So I don't think that when they were writing the book, they were picking the best names.
I'm not complaining though.
Yeah,
it was a good bedroom name.
This list. I don't know. Are there any women in this movie? I know. Is Diane Lane in this one?
Yep, Diane Lane.
Diane Lane. Okay, Diane Lane's enough by herself.
Oh, don't worry, guys. My next one has plenty of women in it, so don't you guys worry.
Also, if you love music, you have Tom Waits and a cameo by Flea in this as well. So yes, please, Tom Waits. I'll just have him sing to me. Yes.
I was gonna say, was your cameo of Flea for it or against it?
I like Flea.
I'd like Flea. I don't want to fuck him.
Right? Yeah, Needles was never like, ooh, Needles in Back to the Future.
Oh, that one nihilistic guy in Big Lebowski.
Right? It's strange how many movies he pops up in, honestly.
He was just in Boy Erased too with what's his name? Logan something.
Lerman?
Nope.
Yes, Logan Lerman.
Yeah.
No, wait, not Logan Lerman.
No, it's oh my god,
Manchester by the Sea guy.
Lucas
Hedges. That's right.
Yeah.
Hedges. Yes, difference.
Yeah.
Very much.
All right, so Paige, are you up again?
No, hang on 1 second.
Let's do.
Yep, Paige closed out round one. Tony, take it away with the recap for everyone who joined us late. You can see how round one went down.
So round one, here we are. Let me just close that so I don't see it all. So round one, Ben went first overall. He went with Avengers End Game. Rui went second with Magic Mike XXL. I went with the right answer of The Mummy. Christina went with Avengers Infinity War. And Paige went with The Outsiders.
And that brings us to round number two. Paige, take it away with your second overall pick.
I'm going with Greta Gerwig's 2019 Little Women because all those women are so damn beautiful and sexy. And I can't forget about my future husband, Timothy Chalamet. So, yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling Timothy Chalamet to you is like maybe like a half of what Chris Evans is to Christina because she's like
pretty much. I mean,
he's also like 12, so
okay, he's
I was
only
gonna say,
he's
Paige,
like
I just feel like you could break him.
I don't mind that though. That's okay.
She considers that a challenge.
I'm okay with that. Timothy Chalamet, if you're listening, I'll break you and you will enjoy it, so it's okay.
Matt Harvey has appeared in the chat, of course, because
you mentioned it more than twice.
I can't argue against Saoirse Ronan at all. It won't happen here.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Emma Watson.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Laura Dern.
I love Laura
I take
Meryl Streep.
Susan Sarandon. I'm trying to weigh out the was it 92, 93? It was the
94.
God damn.
Winona Ryder one. Yep.
Paige, I'm pretty sure you're happy with your picks, but both of those you can have both of them.
I'm okay with that because I would make love to everyone on my two movies so far.
Damn it. I was gonna try and use that Eliza Scanlon is underage, but she's 22. Damn.
Age is just a number, guys. Just
Let's not say that.
Age is just a number.
That was a prison sentence, Paige.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I'll see you later.
The views of Paige do not represent Feature Press Stage Production. If
you're above 18, age is just a number. Just if you can tell time, you're of age.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that small sentence that you
Your own
forgot to
food.
include the first time you said it.
No,
It's okay. Timothy Chalamet's of age, I think.
he is. There's also Bob Odenkirk, who I don't know what. I've never been attracted to him until Nobody. And it's just
He's
something
pretty
about him
badass.
that- just something about it. Just like, hello, sir.
Yeah.
You know he'd be
Absolutely.
fun.
What?
I said you'd have fun. You'd have a
It
good
would definitely be. It would be a good time. But it was just like that. That was the first time I was nobody watching him and there. It was just like, hello, daddy.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Paige takes the more recent version of Little Women. Christina, what Chris Evans selection are we taking with round number 2?
Guys, you don't know me, but I am going to pick a Chris Evans movie. This one came out in 2004, and I believe it was an MTV movie back in the day. This is
Not another true movie.
The Perfect Score.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sure. So we have Scarlett Johansson, we have Erica Christensen, Chris Evans, Leonardo Nam, Brian Greenberg, for any One Tree Hill fans out there. We'll
yeah,
do
there
it
you
from
go.
One Tree Hill. We have a personal favorite of mine of Matthew Lillard is in this movie, and I effing love him. And Matthew Lillard is not in enough stuff. So justice for Matthew Lillard. He needs to be in way more movies.
He
He's
always plays
magical.
the asshole nowadays.
This cast is just great, and I just like really feel for these kids that they just like can't pass the SATs on their own, and it's just like a really sad story. But anyway, I understand they play high school students, so this might be a little sketch, but let's be real, we all know that they were above age as actors, so we're going with the cast and not the characters. So this is a very beautiful array of people in 2004, and I was a teenager in 2004. So
I'm pretty sure we were teenagers at the time. Also,
Either
my
way it
question,
works.
Christina, is do you need Lillard to do the Shaggy voice? That's what I want to know.
my peak Lillard is She's All That Lillard, where he's like humping the floor and does the dance.
Okay.
Is my favorite, and
Billy
then
Drew
obviously
Baker,
Scream,
Summer
but-
Catch.
Summer. I'm gonna put that on the list for potential.
It's fair. Now here's anyone else here on the panel think of to put the perfect score on their draft board. I'm thinking you could have waited on this one, Christina.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is could have been a 5th or 6th round pick. Like
Guys, I have a plan and I'm sticking to it. So thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you know, if,
I don't
if
need
the
your
organization knows what they want. Hey,
I saw it when I was looking at,
Zoinks! They're like underage, dude.
I saw it when I was looking at ScarJo films, but I was like, I forgot Chris Evans was in it though.
I just remember the guy, the basketball player in that is also the basketball player in Van Wilder. The one like when Van Wilder like makes the halftime speech, he's one of the
With the deaf
basketball
coach.
players. I was like,
Yeah.
why is this NBA prospect in every teen movie right now?
probably one of the few could actually like act and look like a basketball player at the time. But all right, Christina takes the perfect score. Tony, I am intrigued to find out what your second pick is. Have at it.
All right. For my second pick, I am going to go fancy and sophisticated and pick a foreign film. Which it not only is it a absolutely stunning cast, the film as well is sexy as hell. And and I just realized I now have to say this title, and I'm going to butcher it, and people are going to mock me for it. But it's Y2 Mami Tambien.
Y tu mama también. I got you.
Thank you.
Got you.
That was a great Christian Harloff impression there, Tony.
Thank you very much.
I was like, Rue, how did you even figure that?
Benefit of the doubt, anybody? No.
But this is a good pick.
So you have Gael Garcia Bernal, Diego Luna as the main two, Maribel Verdú as well, who's absolutely stunning in this. And it's just, this film is just one of the most sexiest films you'll ever see as well. And those three it just encapsulates just perfection of like bodies.
Yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with it, unfortunately.
I'd say the movie is sexy, and I won't say the cast isn't sexy, but you're limiting yourself to 3 people. There's only 3 people in this movie.
But when you have 2 of them being Gael Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna, I'm okay with choosing those 2.
Tony's bed back there is not that big. It's not that big.
I can't fit the Avengers on this thing.
You gotta get upgraded, baby.
Gotta get that king size, man.
That's why I got the Doctor Strange portals going on over there.
Ah, smart.
I like it though. That it is a very, on top of it being a sexy cast, it is like a sexy movie on top of it too. So it's not like hard to imagine.
That's fair.
Absolutely. And it's just, and it's one of those films as well. It's just like Alfonso Cuarón just does such a fantastic job with it. Just like, you've just decided to make sex on film, and this is perfect, sir. Good job.
Definitely works.
Definitely good pick.
All right, over to Rue. Rue, what are you taking with your number 2 pick?
I am gonna keep the Latinx flavor going, and I'm gonna give you Senor Antonio Banderas. Wait. Let me back up. I'm gonna give you Johnny Depp too, but I'm gonna give you Antonio Banderas. I am gonna give you Enrique Iglesias.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you Eva Mendes, and I am going to give you by far top 2 sexiest women to ever walk the face of the earth. That is Miss Salma Hayek in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Mm-hmm. Oh my!
A good one.
Goodness. Yeah.
The sexy on that screen. Enrique Iglesias comes with his guitar and then starts shooting people. I mean, man, Antonio Banderas murders everybody. I would take the entire trilogy if I could, but this was the one that like sealed it. That was easily, if Magic Mike didn't exist, this is easily my number 1 pick because Salma Hayek in just about damn near anything is.
Yes.
She looks better now than she did back then.
It's unfair. It's honestly fucking unfair how good. Like, I didn't see that shitty Rose Byrne, Tiffany Haddish movie, but I saw the trailer 1,000 times. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, how do you still look so fucking good as you did in the Quentin Tarantino movie?
She's like the female equivalent of Clooney, honestly.
I saw her in it. Was I going to see this movie? Am I going to see that? I'm not going to see this movie, but maybe I will. I don't know. But yeah.
She's just beautiful. Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that pick. I would think if anyone had this on their draft board, I would suspect that Paige would have it at least higher up than anybody else if they had it.
I had a different Antonio movie, but that's a good pick. I thought you were going to go Desperado, but with Enrique and Johnny Depp in there and Eva Mendes, that's a solid addition.
I saw Ava, I was like good, and then I saw Enrique, I was like, well, that's done.
Especially that was like at the high, that was Be Your Hero Baby Enrique Iglesias too. Like that was peak Enrique.
You also that was a hot music video too, wasn't that Jennifer?
What can't hardly wait actress was in
that
the video?
Was Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That was Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Fucking pull, Christy. Good pull.
Guys, I watched a lot of TRL back in the day.
Same.
I was MTV too, where it was just flat out music videos, like no Carson Daly, no talk shows,
and that's how it should have been.
Just blocks.
But then we wouldn't have gotten the challenge, and we know me and Chris. And, Tony all love the challenge.
I was good. Also, just quickly, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, you also do get Willem Dafoe, and if you've heard the stories about him, that is a very good.
You also get Willem Dafoe in brown face. Like hardcore brown face.
He's a little tan in that film.
He's a little tan. He's in the sun. He's in the sun.
Too much bronzer.
He went method acting and just hit the tanning salons beforehand.
Wait, Bill doesn't know what TRL is. Bill.
Wait, whoa.
Bill, I think you're kidding. I think you should.
Bill.
Oh dear.
Total
Request Live, dude. When NSYNC was on that, Times Square was like on lockdown.
Making the video is still the best MTV show. Making the video was
lit.
Yeah.
Or making the band with Dylan.
I was partial to MTV Cribs, or what was the one when Exhibit made over your car?
Yeah. Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
I thought Peggy was gonna be. What was the show where Exhibit pimps people's rides?
No, I like
tip of my tongue for 5 points.
True Life and Next. That was my shit.
My sister was on Parental Control.
Really?
Yeah, she was one of the daters
All right.
on Parental Control.
Everyone
Oh,
in the
shit.
Twitch chat, everyone watching on YouTube, go find that episode now.
Go find that episode of my sister. So funny.
All right. So Rue takes Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and then we move over to Ben to close out round number 2. What you got?
This is tough because I've got a full list right in front of me.
Remember, you get back-to-back picks, but don't make
I
them
do get
both.
back-to-back picks, but we're going to end round 2 here.
Yep.
I'm going to go... Dang, this is tough. Hold on. I know. Give me 1 second. I got to look up one cast real quick to
I'll just
double
go
check
check.
it.
So the
The
UK,
pros and cons.
we had a version of Pimp My Ride for the UK, and it's literally they were the worst cars you will ever see because the rules for cars over here are just like ridiculous. So it's like, so we pimped your ride, we put in a new radio. Have fun.
Some of the stuff they did to that car, like who the frig wants a goldfish?
Oh yeah, like
Fish
none of the
in
cars
their
fell
car.
down or got robbed. Like none of those cars made it, like at all.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna go with a movie that is near and dear, and they tried to remake it, and it just didn't work. And this movie, we want to talk about fuckable cast. This movie fucks hard for PG-13, and that's 2000's Charlie's Angels.
Okay. Not where I
Like
thought you
this
were
movie
going.
is so
This is like shit.
unnecessarily horny for PG-13. You have Drew Barrymore like almost nip slipping for like 10 minutes straight, licking steering wheel. So you got Drew Barrymore, you got Lucy Liu, you've got Cameron Diaz, you've got Sam Rockwell, you have Matthew
Tom
Perry, you have
Green.
Luke Wilson. Hey, 2000 Tom Green, people
That
wanted to
was
fuck him. People wanted to fuck him in 2000.
Drew
He
Barrymore
was
did.
dating Drew Barrymore at the time.
I'm aware.
Drew Barrymore.
Person. She's crazy.
Hey,
She was hot in that movie, though.
he was hot
Yeah,
in
she
that movie.
Yeah, she was.
And who else? There's one more.
Crispin Glover.
It's
Crispin-
Matt LeBlanc
Crispin-
and not Matt Perry.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt
Matt
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Sorry, I don't know friends actors.
Hold on, Ben.
Okay.
Do
Joey
the
Taylor.
Olsen twins? Do the Olsen twins make the cameo in this one or the second one?
The second one.
I think it's the second one with Shia.
Okay.
I think it's the second one.
You didn't even mention the fact that Ladies Love Cool James is in this film.
And is
Hello.
Demi Moore in this one or in the second one?
She's in the
Who?
second one.
LL Cool J was in that film. I'm sorry, but that also just
LL Cool
Why
J's
am
in
I
that
not-
film?
Why
He's
am I
in-
not placing him?
LL is in
Yeah.
this.
That's right. He was. They were dressed as him in the plane.
Mhm.
That's right. At the very beginning of the movie, when they take the
Oh, yeah,
bomb
yeah.
off the plane, she's disguised as. What a weird cameo for LL. But I'll add, "Mama Said Knock You Out" to that. Absolutely. And that was like LL Cool J right after like Any Given Sunday. So your boy was still acting like he was playing running back for the Miami Sharks. If you have never listened to that Jamie Foxx special, it's hilarious.
It's absolutely hilarious.
It's so funny. We got a game today. No, we don't. Don't hit my body.
The spit from his mouth went to my lip. Okay. Anyway, inside jokes ahead. That is a fucking hilarious special.
Yeah. So absolutely Charlie's Angels. And you know what? I'll throw Bill motherfucking Murray in there too.
don't have
And
to.
early Melissa McCarthy in there too. Melissa McCarthy is the teacher that Lucy Liu takes over for in there.
The absolute sexiest has to be Mr. Trebek himself, the legend,
Yep.
Alex Trebek.
So we just keep going. We just keep
I
going.
mean, the
y'all.
Barracuda scene where Lucy Liu like walks through in the all leather and starts
That's
whipping
where Melissa
people.
McCarthy is. Like when
That's like-
she takes over that nerd class, Melissa McCarthy is the actual teacher.
Yeah.
And she's walking with all leather clad, like whipping people. And Cameron Diaz doing Soul Train with Luke Wilson. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Cameron Diaz
the-
is in
yeah.
her underwear.
yes,
underwear
Kelly Lynch.
scene.
I didn't know her name. I didn't know her name. Thank you, Jake Meltzer. I appreciate that. I didn't know Kelly Lynch, but she's also, dude, like, and like Sam Rockwell's busting out dance moves the whole movie.
Ooh.
And this is before we knew who Sam Rockwell was. So it's so great. I thought about taking this later, but I knew I had to snag it. I think it's a
You
solid
did.
second round pick.
I had a couple of Charlie's Angels ideas on my board. So
Yeah.
it's
Sorry,
I mean, how dare you, Peggy?
my internet's been acting up for the past 24 hours. I was trying to watch Ben's stream last night and watch them play Among Us, and I couldn't get the feed to work, and it's just been a thing ever since. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, so Charlie's Angels is gone. Let's go.
Then we'll be Charlie's Angels. So what we'll do the round 2 roundup.
Yes. Recap it for us for anyone who joined late. You can see how the teams are breaking out thus far.
All right, so Paige went first this round. She went with Little Women. Christina went next with a perfect score. I went with Rue. Help me.
Y tu mama también.
Thank you. Rue went with Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and Ben went with Charlie's Angels 2000s version.
Okay, yeah, can you put the 2000s? I don't want any of that Kristen Stewart bullshit that came out last year.
Hey, she's beautiful though. Just
Kristen
so
Stewart
hot.
is hot. That movie's
Oh yeah.
awful.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a very bad movie on there with a very fuckable cast, but is not Charlie's Angels 2019. All right, so I'm up again.
Yep, round 3 kicks off with you, Ben. What you thinking?
Well, what we'll do, we'll give Ben a couple of seconds to think as I'll do some shameless
Oh, yeah.
scoring.
Some plugs.
Yep. So rest of the month. So next week we're doing something a bit more tame, a bit less. Favorite Disney characters.
That you want to fuck.
23rd Run a Movie Theatre and the 30th musicals. Anyone can take part in that. The best way to do it is if you're on the Facebook page or on the Twitter, or either mine or Peggy's Twitters, you'll find a sign-up sheet. It'll also be in the chat as we speak.
And a little bit of extra explanation for the Run a Movie Theater one. You're going to have 5 screens in your movie theater, and you're going to pick what movies you get. Say, pandemic lifts, everyone's open. What 5 movies of all time are you running in your movie theater that first weekend out the gate when everyone comes back?
I've always wanted to open my own movie theater. So
For the commish,
definitely
are we allowed to pick movies that are coming out this year but have not come out? If it's no, just let me know. I have it on my
What do you
list.
think, Tony?
I would say yeah. I'll be
How fuckable are they?
Yes.
If you can make
Yeah,
a
it depends how
passionate
fuckable they are.
argument, if you can make a passionate argument for the movie, I say go for it.
I mean, I'm gonna vote no just because I'm still mad at Ben for his first pick. But
Can I interest you in Timothy Chalamet? Can I interest you in Rebecca Ferguson? Can I interest you in Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, Javier Bardem,
God.
Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, for love of God? I'm going with 2021 Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
Okay.
You done pick 12.
that is a hot ass cast. Like,
Is this Zendaya in that one too?
I said Zendaya, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I not? Did I skip her?
No, I didn't hear her, but yes.
If I did, it's because this cast is so fucking stacked, Amaru. That's fine. That's how
it
good this
is.
cast is. And I don't know how to say his name, but I've seen him in he's from I clicked on his name right now. Oh, I just saw him in something. He's in Black Mirror. His name is, I apologize, Babs Olusan Makun. Here, I'll share my screen real quick if that helps at all.
Sure.
I'll share this pic of him real quick. You guys know who he is. You know what he was in? I think he was just in Wrath of Man. Let me double check on that.
He was in Wrath of Man.
That's right. Yeah, he's a sexy motherfucker. And when you're saying it's to Jason Statham, and I still notice how sexy you are, you're doing something right. But so I think this cat. This is my most anticipated over any Bond, Marvel movie, anything. Denis Villeneuve is my favorite working director right now. The guy has not missed in his entire career, from Polytechnique all the way to Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. I cannot wait for this movie to go see it in the biggest fucking screen possible, and let alone that everyone in it is so incredibly sexy.
All right. Ever since you said sexy motherfucker, I've had Prince playing in my head, and I'm enjoying it. So you guys go ahead and discuss.
well, you said Oscar Isaac, so because I'm friends with Peggy, I will allow it.
Yes. I love me some Oscar Isaac.
it's more Timothy Chalamet. We're throwing you out there, man. So call us.
There's also the massive worm from June as well, so that's very hot.
Can you handle it, Tony? Can you handle it?
That is a big worm. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, Big Perm.
Big worm, big perm. Oh,
Big worm, big perm.
Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, because that's exactly where my mind went.
We're right here. We're right here, Rue.
Yes, we are.
This is like the movie that I'm just like, yeah, I actually need to go to the cinema to watch this for. But every other film that's come out so far, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to risk my life to go see this. I'm not. But it's like June is like, yeah, I'm okay. I'll just get extra protection. It'll be fine.
I don't know. I really like the social distance theaters have been great. I'm a little nervous because on June 15th, LA is going full capacity with theaters with no masks. So I'm gonna think ahead on that one. But so far, I've stretched out in Quiet Place 2, Mortal Kombat, and it's been great.
Just don't bathe for a couple of days prior to going. Just arms out,
right?
you want to sit next to me? Do you want to risk yourself for 2 hours?
This is not an I pick movie. This is me.
Okay, so Ben takes Dune with the very much adorable Oscar Isaac. If you've ever seen his YouTube video of acoustically singing, not changing, pop syncing, I suggest you go find it on YouTube. Rue, your turn. What you got for round 3?
All right. So in the Black community, for decades, there have been a couple men who are just automatically, you say his name and women swoon. And there's one man who has been in just probably about every single rom-com you can think of. But this one in particular, not only has him, my man Morris Chestnut, but it also has Terrence Howard, man, with the country sultry voice. You got Melissa DeSouza and Monica Calhoun. You don't know their names, possibly, but you know their faces. They're very beautiful. You got Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs is pretty cool. But Sanaa Lathan and Nia Long. Oh my goodness, the best man. When this came up immediately for Nia Long alone. Nia Long in anything and everything. Hi, Debbie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did we lose Rue?
Oh,
that's my pick.
Pause for
go to town. No, I'm back. That's my pick. Go to town.
Now, Nia Long ruled the early 90s. She was on everything. She was what was that?
She was on Friday.
Friday. She started on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was in everything.
Yeah.
Was she in Boys in the Hood? No. I'm thinking of someone else.
No, she was. Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
she was. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Her and Regina King. It was tossed between Nia Long and Regina King.
Regina Hall also in this film. Very hilarious and sexy as well. You see her, you hear the song Candy, you think about the scene, and yeah. Plus, you got a bunch of strippers in the movie, so that's
and it's a rom-com, so I'm on board with this pick.
Exactly. So yes.
I have no argument against it. It's a sexy ass fucking cast.
Yeah, I'm just looking through it right now. I'm like, these people are fine.
But when I'm cuddling Terrence Howard, is he going to talk about existentialism and how my soul is binded to a shooting star?
No, he's just going to sing "It's hard out here" for a pimp.
I hope so. Oscar winning.
Whatever he talks about Maine, as long as he just continues to put Maine at the end of it, just look. His voice is sultry. He gives. He's got those devil blue eyes and shit that you just can't stop staring at. So yeah, he adds a lot to the sexiness.
I bet Terrence Howard's the kind of guy that goes down on you, doesn't go down on you, and then he goes next time, and then there is no next time.
Yeah, no. His character in The Butler was such a prick that it kind of carries over to other movies for me.
It's a very hot cast.
Yeah,
I'm annoyed because my next pick was going to be Brown Sugar. And I feel that I can't do it because of just but it's you have Taye Diggs, you have Sanaa Lathan, you have Mos Def, Nicole Harry Parker.
You can do it, man.
I know it. He took Infinity War.
Yeah. I was Maswa told me to pick Best Man, and I was like, I already got Brown Sugar. I was like, I already got Best Man, and you
I got one instead, I think.
Well, let's find out because we're gonna move over to you, Tony. What's your third round pick?
All right, I am gonna go for some classic Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh God, stop!
Because what's eating Gilbert Grape, baby? Oh yeah.
Oh, no. So, Christina has a podcast called Digesting Cinema out every Monday and Friday.
I know what movie you're picking.
But yeah, you've done one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it. If you didn't know what it is, I'll be kind of disappointed in your memory.
It is kind of hot.
It is very hot. It's so this was the film that I watched for that, and it has an early Russell Crowe in it, pre-Titanic Leonardo DiCaprio, Gene Hackman as just this badass, just I would let you do things to me. Sharon Stone as the sexiest woman to ever hold a gun in the world. Keith David, Tobin Bell. It's just so many.
Tobin Bell?
Tobin Bell in this movie.
Not even the firm's long flowing hair Tobin Bell. You got Quick and the Dead Tobin Bell?
No, I don't know what it is about it, but I'm going to Quick and the Dead.
Tony just needs some stern men in his life, either sexually or just to guide him with decision making. Tony, I want to play a game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
No, that is a sexy cast for sure. And like even Leo's girlfriend, I don't know what her name is in the movie, but like the girl like he's with before he says he's in love with Sharon Stone. But yeah, that's a bonkers fucking Sam Raimi movie. Like it's so wild. It's so fucking wild.
Sharon Stone, though, like a woman has never looked better than she has in this movie. Like that's how good
tough
she
to
looks.
top.
She looks great.
Exactly, Jonathan. Exactly.
I don't know. Leo was still a little too skinny for me at this point.
What is wrong with you?
Oh no, he was beautiful in this movie. He was so precious.
This was before Romeo plus Juliet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still too skinny. Like right after.
Yeah, this is honestly smaller than Chalamet over here with Leo.
Yeah.
Like, cause at least I've seen Chalamet like swing some swords in The King and fight against Robert Pattinson, but this was like,
you only seen Leo climb a water tower and jump in basketball at this point.
Exactly, that was literally it. And be on Growing Pains.
I forgot about that.
Exactly.
But no, Quick and the Dead goes over to Tony's team,
Got it.
Christina.
Okay, and a shock to no one, guys. What Chris Evans movie am I gonna pick next?
I'm thinking not another teen movie.
Oh, hang on.
You are correct, Ben Goddard.
I was not
Tyler Lee, Lexi Gray herself slamming. Jamie Presley is still hot. Still hot. I don't know if you guys watch Mom, but that bitch is fine. Chris Evans was great. You have Mia Kirshner is in this. We have a nice little appearance from Molly Ringwald, which was a little weird.
And guess
let's
who?
see, Joanna Garcia, Lacey
I'll let
Sherbert.
Paige say it, or Rue. I'll let Paige or Rue say it.
Paige's manager and Rue's manager, Sam Levine. This movie is great.
Lacey Chatbird as well.
Yes. This movie is phenomenal. If you take this movie for what it is, this movie is brilliant. I know people are like, this movie's not very good, or like Chris Evans is like embarrassed that he did it. This movie is perfect for what it is, and everyone in this movie is hot.
No, there's a reason why
hotness for a lot of people.
There's a reason why the most popular Chris Evans gif is Jake Tyler looking at Captain America's ass in the picture. That is the most popular Chris Evans gif. Jake Tyler is a pop culture icon. I will stand by. I will defend the hilarity of this movie. Like, it's so like, what do you think I am? I just sleep with every guy that writes me a handwritten note. I give them hand jobs.
Thank you, Garth, for the slow clap.
And you got a banana in the butt with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't like Sundays.
I forgot about that.
Well, this is a banana split.
I forgot about that. It's
Wait,
been so long.
Garth made that?
Wait, what?
You made that gift, Garth? Let's go, dude. Holy shit, that's amazing.
He would be the one that made that GIF. Yes, he would.
What is the new like digital like? What's the abbreviation for like owning the digital content of something?
Oh,
like
NFT.
a picture. Yeah, get that, Garth. Get that. Your money troubles are over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Figure out a way to prove it.
With that, her
The only
accent.
thing is what you have Uncle Eddie in this movie, Randy Quaid.
Yeah, Randy Quaid is not super fuckable. Sorry.
Yeah, but pound for pound, you're pretty good.
Pound for pound, you're pretty good, but like that Randy Quaid pound is pretty fucking heavy.
It tilts the scales just a tad.
Yeah.
If you get a bit of whipped cream as well, that doesn't hurt.
But I honestly thought when I forgot what year it came out, but when you said early Chris Evans, I thought this was going to be your first pick. Like you should have saved honestly, perfect score for later because not a teen movie was on my list for sure.
I really though
Hewitt
like
killed you.
Jake Greenberg is he has a big place in my heart, so I ranked him a little bit higher than some of the other ones, which is why I went perfect score.
Hey,
So.
that's very, draft with your heart. That's what I always
Yeah,
say.
you still
I
got both of them.
Drafted with my heart.
Make
you,
make your squad your own. Doesn't matter what anyone else.
everything.
Yeah, Sean Patrick Thomas. Hey man, I'm supposed to be the only black guy here.
Yeah.
That's my bad, dude. That's my bad.
he might show up in other movies that might get drafted, and if you guys don't draft a movie with Sean Patrick Thompson, I don't know what you're doing. But let's move over to Paige to close out round 3. Paige, what are you thinking for your 3rd round pick?
Ooh, I mean, this is a hard one, but and it's kind of random because I don't know if anyone has this on their list, but I Know What You Did Last Summer. That cast is banging.
That cast is banging.
The entire inciting incident is them fucking in the car. Of course, it's a banging cast.
Like, I mean, you got Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., you have Ryan Phillippe, you have Sarah Michelle Gellar, like, and
are you sure you don't want to do I Still Know What You Did and get Jamaican Jack Black in there?
You get Brandy in the second one.
You get Brandy in the second one as well.
No, I mean, this movie, I just
do you have a thing for Jonathan Galecki or?
I just love. I mean, I'm a huge horror fan, and this flick is just so 90s, like teen horror. I just flipping love it, and the cast is sexy, and that's why they have shitty luck, and that's what happens when you're beautiful, I guess. But yeah,
this is peak. Actually, I don't know if it's peak Ryan Phillippe because that might be Cruel Intentions, but this is up there.
I think I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That almost made my list too.
Yeah.
It's definitely his 2. Those are his 2. I Know What You Did. I think Cruel Intentions is probably like bigger pop culturally just because like it's just awful. But yeah, this is peak Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ryan Phillippe for sure.
Whew, I mean, I can't get over it. And the movie's just like so quotable too. It just, you can't go wrong with it.
That is a good one. That is a
90s horror cast, spot on. Those teens killing it.
Oh yeah, teen horror was like, it was just everyone that was hot.
Yes.
And then you watch them get stabbed. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it though. But they were beautiful.
Strange
so.
times. Strange times. All right, cool.
I'm just gonna say, I think it's very, from this evidence from what we've picked so far, about a lot of us, the majority of us grew up in the late 90s to the early 2000s. That was our formative periods. It feels like.
I was 13 when Charlie's Angels came out. Your boy was forming.
Are you just telling us about like your first boner? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Definitely wasn't my first, but it wasn't my last either.
It's one of the more significant ones in his career.
It's the one you remember. That's
one of your most memorable ones.
That's high.
We're so mature here. Good job.
Right.
Guys.
Yep. There we go. All right. So that closes out round 3. Tony, recap time, and then Paige, you'll be up after that.
Oh my gosh, I am up.
Absolutely. So Ben went first this round. He went with June from this year. Rue went next with The Best Man. I went with The Quick and the Dead. Christina went Not Another Teen Movie. Please put your bets in the Ivy chat which Chris Evans movie she's going to pick next. And Paige went I Know What You Did Last Summer.
All right. So Paige, kick off round 4. What are you thinking for your 4th overall pick?
Ooh, I mean, I was gonna save this one for later for like back pocket, but it might get taken, so I think I might just throw it out there. And that is,
piss off.
Even though it's not that great, and maybe this Snyder Cut is a wee bit better, but it is 2017's Justice League.
Wow.
You got my man Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa, you got Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, and Amy Adams is in it too. So I'm just saying, beautiful cast. You also have like Ezra Miller. You got everyone. Isn't Jesse Eisenberg in this movie too?
Diane Lane.
It was Diane Lane.
hot.
Like we have everyone in this movie. We have Ray Fisher. Like this cast stacked, beautiful superheroes. You guys took Avengers, so I'm taking Justice League.
Nah, I mean, it's a solid pick. I'm just curious who else had this one on their draft board. Anyone?
I only had one comic book movie, and that was well, I guess like there's technically like 2, but only one like Marvel DC, and that was End Game.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have Chris Evans in it, so it's not.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my list, guys. But they're still very hot, so I still agree.
Yes, they are. I didn't. Nope.
Very hot. Yeah.
I mean,
but
Ben Affleck is one of the
don't
best.
like. Drew Barrymore's crazy. I don't know if I want the Amber Heard crazy in the bedroom. And also,
Amber
you
Heard
might
is
like
sexy,
getting
though,
choked,
just
but not
saying.
the way Ezra Miller chokes people. I'm just gonna so
no, I don't want to be choked up by
my
him.
two arguments against this cast is Amber Heard and Ezra Miller. But they are very pretty, but I don't know. Not for me.
No, I mean, I dig Ezra Miller, but after that scene in Trainwreck with him and Amy Schumer, I'm just like, what?
I
forgot about that. Let's just say my go picks on that one was like Amy Adams and Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill. And I think Amber Heard is sexy as fuck. So
yeah, no one's denying that. I just don't want her to
crazy
shit on the counter and whatever she did.
Yeah, I don't know, but love makes you do crazy things, I guess.
So slightly.
Evidently. All right, so Paige takes the 2017 version of Justice League. Christina, 4th round pick. What you got?
All right, guys. Do we have any guesses for which Chris Evans movie I'm picking now?
Oh, hang on. Give me a second to write it down.
I'm going to write it down, too, to see if I'm right.
Yep.
I need an eraser.
Oh, I think I know, honestly, and it was on my lip.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you do it, and then I'll show it because I'll write it down because I might still.
I'm gonna list just some of the hotness that is in the cast. We'll go with Idris Elba, Zoe Saldana, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Columbus Short, Oscar Hanada. I'm going with 2010's The Losers.
Oh, that's not what I put down. But
That's not what I put down, but I'm just going to put my board down over here. Just in case.
Same. It's not what I put down either.
Final.
So
yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, The Losers.
Don't forget about Jason Patrick.
Yeah, he's in there, guys. I'm just reading the first couple names here. Do you want me to do up the whole cast? Just saying, Jason Patrick.
Nah, it's a hot movie.
McCallany or whatever, however you say his last name. He's like an old guy hot, maybe if you're kind of into that. But
he's been around. He was also in Wrath of Man. He had a big part in Wrath of Man.
No, Christina's very particular. Like you have to be within a certain age range, a certain height range, a certain income.
You basically have to be Chris Evans, and honestly, he's not even that good looking in this movie. The frosted tips and the glasses were not his best look. But
forgot about the
elevator
frosted
scene.
Tips. You just killed your own argument.
Yes.
Elevator scene alone makes him and his personality, guys. Sometimes we just like you for who you are and not what you look like. Not in my case, but other women who other women do. But it's fine. I'm married, and there's a reason I married him. So I'm just saying.
Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. Love you.
No, I don't really have much besides the frosted tips. But Columbus Short. This was height of Columbus Short for sure.
But the frosted tips were the shit back then, and I knew. I mean, Ben,
wait,
you have
what? No, they were not. Okay, I was in middle
Your hair has
school.
frosted tips right now, bro.
Ben, there's a stretch
I have
goal.
silver hair that's growing out.
Ben,
See?
there's a stretch goal.
So it looks
Dye
like
your hair
frosted
purple with frosted tips.
No, my God.
Oh,
I had frosted tips.
Everyone loved frosted tips. I was
in 2000, not a decade later, Christy.
Bring it back.
It's fine. I was into
Bring
it.
it back.
Not even JT had frosted tips in 2010.
He had the ramen hair.
He did have the ramen hair.
I did love the ramen hair too.
He drives himself crazy thinking of you.
I did frosted tips once, then went to a pool the day after. Did not go well.
The green one, yeah, rocking the green one.
Yeah, I had to go skinhead for a while.
Just rock the green hair. Who cares?
Oh yeah, I bleached my hair and I was a swimmer in summer, so my whole head was green. Oh,
that's okay.
I was also 8, so you don't give a shit.
Yeah. It's not really a top concern at that point in your life. All right, so Christina takes the Losers. Tony, what are you taking for your 4th overall pick?
All right, I'm going to go for a movie that was so sexy. People accepted that Rachel from Friends got hurt because of this film. You're not only the main two people, you've also got Kerry Washington, Adam Brody, Michelle Monaghan, Jennifer Morrison, Vince Vaughn, and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Do not tell me Angela Bassett.
No, I cannot be a part of it.
And Keith David.
And Keith David.
I watched this movie last night actually, and
Yes, all those people are in that movie, but are they really in the movie? I mean, granted, the two leads, you could have just said Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. It's a fair argument. But you're also listing like all the other female assassins that work at the office that are like, they're breaking through and a wrap. Okay, we're done. You can get the fuck off set now.
They had a quick payday, but it was still a payday.
You forgot to respond, just saying.
Kerry Washington was in that movie quite a bit as like Angelina Jolie's right hand woman in the office and everything.
She probably had a total of like 2 minutes of screen time.
Was it really? As all.
I know Vince Vaughn had a lot because, like, they met him at the diner the next day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
And
I
he's
do remember
hilarious.
Kerry Washington, but I remember seeing it later, like after I recognized Kerry Washington, and then going back and be like, "Oh, that's Kerry Washington."
It's
So,
embarrassing to realize for me to admit how long after Save the Last Dance that I realized that was Kerry Washington in that movie.
True, very true.
Oh yeah, it's wild. But no, it's a sexy movie on top of it being a sexy cast. Because even if you just pick the two leads, them banging after they try and kill each other for 10 minutes is
the
fucking
whole
hot.
the whole house fight, like set to express yourself is hot.
Yeah,
it just is.
It is hot. It's
Woo,
good.
Makes me sweat every time. Just throwing that out there. But
I said I saw your father on the, what is it? It was Love Boat. Was it Love Boat? Damn it, that'd be a good 5-pointer. PJ, if you're watching.
don't give him any ideas.
No.
But all right, Tony takes Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Rue, where are you going with your fourth pick?
All right. This pick has a 100% asterisk on one person because I want no parts of cannibalism. 0 parts of cannibalism.
He went the Lone Ranger.
I did not. But when you have Tessa Thompson in your movie, you automatically can just say, fuck everybody else. But then you got Lakeith, and then you got Amari Hardwick, and then I realized Rosario Dawson is also in this film. Sorry to bother you. Damn.
You cannot put an asterisk on a 2021 cannibal, Rue.
I don't care.
This happened a month ago.
Look, man.
I have one of his movies on my list of like 30 movies that I thought of, and I wanted to use it because he is fine, but he cannot have a piece of me.
He went to rehab. He's gone.
Okay, all I'm saying is that we live in a time where exposed DMs can get you got. This man is the heir to an oil baron and the Arm & Hammer franchise, and he still got dropped, Rue. This is some real ass shit they discovered.
You know what?
You just entered rehab too. Man,
Jake,
needs to get shit together.
You also have Steven Yeun, and I'm sorry.
Steve Yeun is good. Steve Yeun is
And
good.
you have the weird horses in it too. They were hot, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck one of those horse people.
They could go. But
He is.
I saw Taika Waititi's Amazing Life, and that was because of Tessa Thompson. And I'm sorry. I will deal with the man in rehab for her alone.
We got Army Hammer on my right side and Amber Heard on my left over here, guys.
And I have an issue with Tessa Thompson, and it's completely irrational. But ever since she was on the show Veronica Mars way back in the day, and her character on that was just awful. Everything I've seen her in since, I'm like, but you're that bitch Jackie from fucking Veronica Mars. You did not treat. Oh God, what's his name?
Honestly, Peggy, it took me a while to get over Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers. Like, he was such an asshole in Wedding Crashers. Like,
fair. Yeah,
I was like, yo, I don't care if you're Matthew McConaughey's best friend in Failure to Launch. You're a fucking dick, bro.
I completely 100% feel you on that. It's exact same wavelength. But Wallace deserved better in Veronica Mars. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Also, just to say, with Tessa Thompson, you have a fantastic choice. Also, the person that did her voice, her white voice, Lily James.
Yes, I saw her too. There you go.
Does that
I saw
count?
her picture as Pamela Anderson.
Okay, if we're gonna do voices, you also get what's his name, Patton Oswalt, and glasses from Men in Black. What's his fucking name?
David Cross.
David Cross. So you get Lily James, you got to get David Cross and Patton Oswalt in there. Very talented gentlemen, but you got to throw them in there as well.
At least.
I just love how you call them glasses from Men in Black.
Pat is turning into a little bit of a silver fox. Now he's remarried Meredith Salinger. He's getting a second breath in his career, and I appreciate him for it.
Here's what you do: you put David Cross behind Terry Crews, take Terry Crews' shirt off, and everything's forgotten.
Exactly. Look, and I would just have Terry Crews tackle anybody we don't need in there.
Okay. All right. So am I up?
Yes, we are moving over to you, Ben, to close out round number 4. What you got?
Oh my god.
So these are my last 2 picks, right? Are we only doing 5?
Correct. We're only doing
Okay.
5.
Dude,
Only
I don't know
doing
what
5.
to choose. My last one.
So I'm just gonna say all my picks out loud to sabotage everybody else to get them
No,
in their
no, no,
heads.
no. We do honorable mentions at the end. We do honorable.
Oh
mentions
no,
at the
no,
end.
okay. I will say I'm thinking about Scott Pilgrim just because I know Christy's got it on her short list.
I don't because I fucking hate that movie. So go
Yes,
take
yes.
it.
Whoa.
Take it, my dude. Take
Hot
it.
take.
Wow.
Oh my
That
god.
Cheers,
movie-
I'm with you.
Not a hot
I'm
take.
with you,
That movie is
Christina.
that movie is trash. So
Oh
Have
my
Have fun.
gosh.
you can have it.
Like 4 times now.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Chris Evans. Mae
That saying's not a
Whitman.
fuckable cast. The movie's just not our cup of tea.
Dude, you're Brie Larson. You like
Brie
you
Larson.
I did not know that was
Kendrick.
Brie Larson until like
Brandon
probably about 2
Routh,
months ago. Honestly,
Thomas Jane.
I didn't say that it wasn't
Aubrey,
fuckable.
Aubrey
Brandon
Plaza.
Routh.
Like, okay, that cast is.
Yeah,
hot
but you
as
also have
fuck.
Michael Cera, who's disgusting. You have whatever Colton that is, disgusting. So
the
no.
Clash of
Kieran
Demon Head is
Culkin's
the name of the
very
band,
good looking.
right?
What are you talking about?
Not if you
And
have
he's funny as
functional
hell.
eyeballs. If you have functional eyeballs, you would not agree with that.
Exactly. Andrew's on my side.
That movie.
But
I
you're
can
stalling.
literally
Ben.
drive to your house right now.
No,
Sleep.
I literally have like 20 movies on my list right now, and like these last 2 picks came up so fast. Okay,
Head
I'm gonna
back
go with Crazy Rich Asians.
No. Nice pick. Because that movie is full of fine ass.
We have I'm gonna make sure I get everybody's name right. We have Constance Wu. We have Henry Golding. We have the effervescent and unaging Mchale Yeoh. Give me whatever year you want of Mchale Yeoh, and I will take her gladly. We have the incomparable. I remember watching this movie. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mchale Yeoh and Constance Wu are just so gorgeous. And then Gemma Chan walked on screen like an angel, and I swear to God, I heard violins playing in the fucking theater. Aquafina, Harry Shum Jr. You have the 2 married couple with like the beautiful underwater wedding that they go to that made you cry, and you're like, these are like third characters in this movie.
And Armenta.
Yes, so that's Sonoya Mizuno and Chris Pang. Like every single extra in this movie is gorgeous. Like everybody, like just. This is my easy pick. I've got like 20 more that I could pick from for my final pick of the draft, but Crazy Rich Asians always stood out, and it's an amazing rom-com, and the cast is just like I can't like just you're just everywhere. There's just too much sexy on screen.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
And I almost chose Eternals for my movie coming out in 2021 because of Gemma Chan again.
No, the chat's going off about Gemma Chan right now. And honestly, yeah, the first time I watched Crazy, she's like so like ethereal. Like you're just like
She's not even real. Like she appears on screen, and then you see her hot. She's like, "Oh, this is gonna be the mean girl, right?" And then she's like talking like she's like so nice. And her husband, I know he's like an asshole in the movie, but he's all fucking shredded out. He's like this ex-military dude.
Yes, Jessica,
Although
that is
she-
complete.
she kind of falls
Very
to
tough.
me in the Timothée
Yes.
Chalamet category of I would feel like I would break her.
Gemma
You know?
Chan?
Yeah, she's tiny. She's a little petite little pixie thing.
Really?
Just remember her from Captain Marvel.
Mm.
Blue skin and all, green skin and all, whatever skin it
He's
was.
5'8".
I know, Ben. I didn't even tell you earlier. You know how you said I would break Timothée Chalamet? I am tiny. We were talking about this the other day during ladies' night.
Mhm.
Everyone was like, "Paige, you're like 5'7", 5'8". I'm 5'2". I am tiny.
She's
You're
tiny.
5'2"?
I'm
Yeah,
tiny.
right?
Yeah,
Damn.
Tiny.
I'm tiny. Yeah,
That's
tiny but
crazy.
feisty.
That's why you and me
Every
need
pick
to
I thought
face
you
off.
at least saw 5. And it's so funny because Peggy's like as tall as me, and you're
I
tall.
could probably pick her up over my head and throw her. We need to be in a live event match, so I can just like throw her
Well,
through a
luckily I'm
table.
not backing her down in the post. I'm making sweet,
Yeah.
sweet love to her, Peggy.
Oh, I'm blocking every shot from. Yeah.
Bring that weak shit in here, Gemma. All right, are we going over the final?
Yeah, I'll do
Yes,
that now.
over to
Good
Tony.
job, Ben. Oh, do you have to recap?
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
My
computer's
last
like
pick. I'm
freeze
thinking
on
here.
Me.
Yeah, this one's hard.
I'm trying just as quickly as I'm trying to get my computer to pull up this thing. I'm trying not to copy anyone, but it's done. I had 2 Henry Golden films on my list as well. I'm so tempted to go for one now.
I have one on my list, and I'm going back and forth with that and somebody else on one of my list.
I'm just deciding which Chris Evans movie I'm going to pick last.
I'm just reading the chat that said that someone says I have tall person energy.
Yeah. As someone that's 5'7" with a big personality, you do have tall person energy.
Thank you. I try to rock my shortness.
There we go. It's working
Confidence.
now.
It's the hair makes you.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right.
That's
So
down
for round 4, Paige went first. This round went with 2017's Justice League. Christina went with the Losers. Kind of fitting. Tony speaking about himself in the third person now and picked Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Rue went with Sorry to Bother You, and Ben for his 4th round pick went for Crazy Rich Asians as we go to the 5th and final round of the draft.
Which you put for some reason in the 3rd spot, but that's all right. So 5th final round, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you solidify your team. Maybe you round it out with like however you want to do it. Maybe it's like the one pick that's in your heart that maybe you think the chat won't approve of. Whatever you want to do, this is the final squad to fill out your team. Ben, it falls to you. What is your final pick of most fuckable casts?
Oh gosh, this is so tough. I have so many good ones on here.
I hate that I love your list like a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for you out of spite, but I like your list.
I didn't realize the Schmodown was
solid
actually made
list.
of bumpers.
A lot of short people. But all of you are tall. Remember that.
There's a lot of all the ladies in the Schmodown are tall, beautiful Amazonian women, and I'm like a short troll. So it's okay.
I am annoyed how tall all the guys are. Like, like most celebrities are like my height or shorter, but like everyone in the Schmodown's like 6'2", like Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman, Roca. Like, I'm like,
Damn.
what the fuck, bro? I'm 6 foot. I'm not short.
And me at 5'8". Oh, lovely.
Oh, did Ben Goddard just say that he's 6 foot? So we all know that he's really 5'10", right? Okay.
I am exactly 72 inches tall. I had the doctor measure me.
Let me get my medical chart out.
Exactly. You can
My
look at my
mommy will
mom's
verify this.
laundry. It's right there.
He tracks it on the door.
Yeah.
He
Right.
has his marks to make sure.
Hair counts, right?
Yeah.
That's what I like to think. So I'm like a good 5'3.5" when the volume's nice.
Yeah, I'm struggling. Okay. I'm going to rebel against my chat. They're telling me to take a Star Trek movie, but I'm going to go with a cast. Hold on. Let me double check real quick. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I'm taking this way too seriously, but I want to get a good final pick.
You need to take this seriously. This is fantasy football.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's so serious
This is
here.
the most serious show. If you do actually lose this show, we fire you out of the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You're never
Wait,
allowed
you're
back.
fired out of a cannon anyway? That sounds fun. And Barr, of course. I was
Yeah.
waiting for him
Listen,
to
I wouldn't.
bring Audrey in here.
I don't view Audrey Hepburn though as fuckable because she's so classically gorgeous. And
Yeah,
I can't put her.
like-
You know what I mean? I can't
Too
put her
classy.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's way too classy.
She doesn't
Okay.
fuck. She makes beautiful
I'm
love.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You know what? Actually, Chad has supported me. We've gotten this far, so I'm gonna take their thing. I was gonna go. I'll save it for honorable mention, so I don't sabotage anybody else. But I'll go Star Trek Beyond.
Okay.
So that is Chris Pine. That is Carl Urban. That is Zachary Quinto. That is Sophia Botella. That is Zoe Saldana. I believe Alice Eve has an off-screen cameo in her name, so I'm counting it.
It counts.
Idris Elba is in that as well.
Idris, he's perfect.
Anton Yelchin, I think that was his last. No, Thoroughbreds was his last movie. This was his last Star Trek movie. John Cho. So, yeah. Yep.
It's a solid selection. I'm just curious if anybody else had it on the draft board.
No, but it's again, it's a lot of people I thought of. It's a very good pick. Very good.
Yeah, they're all beautiful, but I'm not really into like human aliens. Like so,
What?
like green.
I'm
Feel more
sorry,
into, like,
Sophia
Avatar.
Boutella can still get it in that makeup. She
Oh,
can
yeah.
still
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
in that
Very
makeup.
true. What am I saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Let's be honest.
I
I don't mind it rubbing off on me. It's okay.
You also got Simon
hope-
Pegg in there, just like and
Oh, exactly.
so-
Simon Pegg.
Yes,
can't believe
I was
forgot
gonna say,
Daddy
have you
Simon
not
Pegg.
mentioned him?
Yeah, Simon
Oh.
Pegg. Like they never portray him as like the good-looking guy, but if you guys follow him on Instagram, that dude
Yes.
is posting thirst traps constantly.
He is
I
so
don't know
hot with his
who
tattoos.
his
What?
Instagram girlfriend or partner is, but they are just like making him look the best.
Wait, so he has a girlfriend? I'm sad.
I don't know, just whoever's taking his photos, you know,
Yes.
unlike it's probably not someone, you know, with portrait mode. It's probably like, you know, a professional photographer because he's a
Definitely.
famous rich person.
Yeah.
But
that.
yeah, who's ever taking his photos and who's ever running his social media is fucking deserves a
out.
raise.
Yes, I
All right,
do.
so that
agree.
is my final pick, Star Trek Beyond. I have some solid honorable mentions though.
Oh, we will get to them, and as a solid way to round out your team. Can't lie.
I'm now just thinking of Carl Urban.
Lots of Zoe Saldana there.
Carl Urban.
Oh,
I could have
Carl
picked any.
Urban.
I could have picked Lord of the Rings. Carl Urban. I could have picked I could have picked The Boys. Carl Urban. Like
Oh,
anything.
right.
Like,
Yes, Billy Butcher, man. Love it.
All right,
Xena
okay.
Warrior Princess.
That's not a fucking movie. Wait, did they make a movie of that?
The Boys.
Probably
No,
good
I'm just saying.
TV.
Like,
No.
No,
It's
Xena Warrior.
great, though.
He said Xena Warrior Princess.
oh yeah.
All right, so Ben's team is full up. Rue, how are you completing your squad? What you taking?
All right, I was going in between two, but I had to go back to one that I had with a woman who I'm very surprised has not come up yet, because she is a fine ass white woman. Oh my gosh,
Helen
talking about
Mirren.
me, right?
Helen Mirren.
Hey, she's hot.
She was on my mind. I was trying to find something, but I didn't.
Dude, I thought about Red, Rue. I thought about Red and
Very
Red
close
2,
to it.
honestly.
But also, especially with her resurgence back into film and TV, I am absolutely in love with Journey Smollett. Oh my goodness, her and Margot Robbie, and you throw in Rosie Perez, Ali Wong, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I am going Birds of Prey.
I love that
Okay.
Rosie Perez was your third. Like, I just
Rosie Perez is fucking beautiful. My goodness. I can take
I
the
like Rosie Perez is gorgeous, like all the way from Do the Right Thing, but just like
Yes.
I can only think of like White Men Can't Jump. Like I
Yes.
can only think of her playing Jeopardy.
What is a quince?
But Margot Robbie is I like Journey Smollett.
Don't you dare forget Ewan McGregor in there too.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
Ewan McGregor-
McGregor.
Chris Messina is secretly sexy.
Chris
Yeah,
Messina
he is.
is
He
sexy
absolutely
as
is.
fuck, and they
He
should have
absolutely
done
is.
more with their relationship.
Absolutely
Like
They could have.
they played around with it. And I don't know if that was a studio thing, but like I wanted them to be gay so bad together
Very
because
much.
they were
They were.
were in that movie, and they just didn't let them be.
But I can't sing. I'm sorry, but I was trying to go through her filmography. I was like, am I going to get Roll Bounce? Am I going to get You By You? What am I going to do? But when Margot Robbie is there with Journey, yes.
Dude, you have like two of my girl crushes, Tessa Thompson and Margot Robbie. Oh,
Margot Robbie
man.
is stunning. Perfect.
Dude.
As we
Yeah.
mentioned, it
Hot
also stars
damn.
Ewan McGregor. Christina, what are your thoughts on Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor is not attractive and needs new teeth. Continue.
Oh my god!
What drugs did you take today?
Right? Who
He's
hurt
never-
you?
For more
Never
in
been
depth on this,
What did
listen
you
to
do?
Digesting the
What did
Force.
Scott Pilgrim and Ewan McGregor do to you?
Scott Pilgrim's not a good movie, and I just don't want to bang Ewan McGregor. I think that's totally fine. It's allowed.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Listen to Digesting the Force to hear her hot takes on Star Wars and Ewan McGregor all in one.
I know. I need
You
to
just
listen
got
to those.
canceled so hard again. You got uncanceled. So welcome back.
Oh, I don't really care about being canceled. I'm not offended.
You cannot cancel Christina. Just
I'm
not
too
possible.
loud to be canceled.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. No,
No, we love you. It's okay because you love Chris Evans and I do too, and he's a Boston boy.
Guys, all I'm saying is I don't want to bang Ewan McGregor. I don't know why that's a hot take. I never said he was a bad actor. He's not a bad dude. I'm sure he's a wonderful man. I'm just not getting with him.
Good, I'll have him. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
We got different strokes for different folks.
This is not my type. It's not for me.
All right, cool.
Birds of Prey, not only one of the sexiest DC films, it also is the best DCU film by 100 Mile. I adore that film with passion. Just everything about it, just like Dan Shazam and like far away everything else.
You pronounce
Birds of Prey?
Yeah, Shazam.
Hot take on that. I did not like that movie.
I fucking
Shazam?
hated Birds of Shazam? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I didn't mind Birds of Prey. I did not like Shazam.
Really?
Oh my god, I thought Shazam was hilarious.
I thought it was cute.
I like my dark, gritty superhero movies.
Okay, that makes
There
sense.
you go. That explains that one right
That's
there.
why.
For sure.
Dark Gritty superhero, Zachary Levi. Yeah, it doesn't really mix.
Yeah.
All right, Ruse squad is full. Tony, your turn to complete your squad. What do you take?
All right. I'm in between two.
I mean, isn't that the point?
Right, isn't that exactly where you want to be?
Right.
I know.
I have like 10 that I'm like trying to choose right now.
Y'all, if you could see the list on my laptop right now.
Yeah, I got like pages.
We'll get to the honorable
Oh, yeah.
mentions. We'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. I was in between two. It was basically, do I want the 90s version or the 2000s versions of Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke? I'm gonna go for Before Sunset.
Okay.
Pandering.
Wow, that is pandering.
You could have pandered with other movies more so than this one, but yeah.
Oh, Julie Delpy is an absolute goddess, and her accent is beautiful as well. Ethan Hawke, and that is just the epitome of just like the cool writer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like both of them together, just like this is so. Yes, please, I'll do anything.
It's just like it's for pound, not what I would have gone with, because it's basically just the two of them and then little ancillary like people that they might have run into, like the gypsy or whatever and everything. But
Not gypsy, you know.
oh no, yeah, that's Sunrise, Sunset. No, excuse me, but still France. You get like the three people who interview them or at the book signing at the beginning, maybe people jogging past as they're walking around Paris. But
You have Vernon Dobchev, who played the bookstore manager, who also appeared in Day of the Jackal.
yeah, that guy does not get my engine revving. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't think these are great movies, obviously, but
Yeah.
just like they don't get my like where you're really focusing on like the two leads, which is fair. It worked for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't think it works for the Before trilogy. This is more romance to me. This is like it's hard. Like
It's lovemaking, not fucking.
it's lovemaking
Yes.
in the same way with like Audrey Hepburn. What Christy said, like
Although I'm
this
pretty
is
sure they
fun.
fucked pretty hard in that at the end of that movie after they faded to black when he's like, "You're gonna miss that plane." He's like, "I know." I'm pretty sure some shit went down.
Well, here's my thought of this as well. You have Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so you have the rough stuff with those two. Then Before Sunset, you have the more relaxing, the more peaceful fucking stuff. That's like it's a combination of the two.
The peaceful part. Oh, dude,
So with
with
Mr. and
violence,
Mrs.
I
Smith,
want,
you got
like-
the throwing around, the choking, the hair
Yeah.
pulling. With the Before trilogy, you just got Missionary. We get it.
I feel like you could have at least done Before Midnight, where her boobs out at least.
Oh man, what Ben just said.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm trying to have a great time with my crew, is all I'm saying. So
Yo, I've got some free blue chews from SCN. I got the Avengers End Game cast. Let's go.
Let's go.
it's gonna have a crazy orgy, but it's okay.
All right, cool. Tony's team's full. Christina, is my
All
board accurate? Let's find out.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go with the first Chris Evans movie I've ever watched, or if I want to go with my favorite one, which is probably the one that Peggy wrote on her board.
Okay, I have it
If it's
written. I don't know.
Puncture, I'll love you forever, Christy.
I have seen it, but I'm not picking Puncture.
It'd be a dark movie.
It is very dark. We're not picking Puncture. Super dark. Excellent movie though, and everyone
Really,
should
really
see
good.
it.
You guys should watch it. I hope you
Yeah,
pick
you
Snowpiercer.
really should. But this is another Chris Evans movie that also has Chris Pratt and Anthony Mackie and Andy Samberg, and it actually has Zachary Quinto, and it has my girl Anna Faris, and it has Ari Grainer, and it has a whole bunch of other beautiful women and beautiful
Who's your
men.
what's your number?
What's your number?
Yeah,
It's my
I was
favorite
gonna
Chris
write it.
Evans
I didn't write
movie.
it down. After you said you weren't gonna. After you said you hated Scott Pilgrim, I was like, I bet you it's What's Your Number, because that's like the most forgotten That is the quintessential fifth round
Not
Chris
forgotten
Evans
in
movie.
Christina and Anthony's household by
Yeah.
a long shot.
I love
Not at all.
this movie. This is what made me fall in love with Chris Evans, like hardcore. And I just
Got
want to
it.
go jump. I was recently in Boston and we walked past the harbor and I looked at Anthony and I was like, I'm gonna jump in the harbor. And then
I don't want to jump in that water.
yeah, fun fact, Anthony almost tripped and fell into it, which was super fun.
If only that had happened and you caught it on video, that would have made me like happy for the next year and a half. Just playing that on replay, him just diving head
But
first.
I'm sorry, maybe my list was a little lame, everyone, but I figured I haven't done a list where I picked Chris Evans every time. So this had to be the day that I did it.
Yeah.
Honestly, outside of Perfect Score is the only one I like question, but this is a really, really good fifth round pick for sure.
Mhm.
Because this is a steal. With the cast you just listed, this is a fucking steal.
Yep.
Just because they weren't, Chris Pratt and like he wasn't really Chris Evans just yet, and Who's Your Number.
And
But this is steal. It's a good steal, Christy.
What's the name?
I protest about Perfect Score, but this is a good steal.
What's the name of the dude who did the magic trick at the bar? Who was her ex? Who was also in She's Out of My League as one of the baggage handlers, or like he was the
TJ
one who
Miller?
like, stopped the plane. No, not T.J. Miller. The
Jay
other
Baruchel?
guy. Oh no, not Jay Baruchel. The other guy who was like,
I
"You're
don't
an
know, I
8."
don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
The guy from Get Smart too.
I don't remember which
You also-
one that is.
You also got
Like
one of the
I'm looking at the names. We also
Mike
have
Vogel.
Thomas Lennon, who was the gynecologist.
Yes, that's what I was
He's
just
so
thinking
fucking
of. That's what I was
funny.
just
Thomas
thinking
Lennon
of.
is so great. He's so great.
Joe Mchale, the guy that sniffs his privates.
the sexier lead of The Office, Martin Freeman.
and
Yes.
the David something from
Over John Krasinski. You
Over John
fucking
Krasinski.
back the fuck up right there with that, Tony.
John-
Maybe
John-
during their office days, not today,
Annabelle.
sir.
That's
No,
his name.
not today. Definitely
good.
not. But
That's the
because
other
like Freeman's got like 20 years on Krasinski. But when The Office came out, Martin Freeman was like the pinnacle. Just like, yeah, you're beautiful, mate.
He was definitely more office hot than Krasinski was at the beginning with Jim's haircut and like how they remodeled him like after like season 4. It's like the Michael Scott remodel with like the slick back hair. They definitely give Jim a solid makeover.
I just want to know how Steve Carell grew hair after the first 2 seasons. I'm so confused by that.
Surgery.
I guess you're right.
That's who it is. Thank you very much,
Mike Vogel.
Yes, very hot.
Mike Vogel. Let me look who that is.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in The Help as Jessica Chastain's husband at the very end.
Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, that was
now I know
he's
who
the
it is.
fourth friend. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
He's the one that tells Jay Baruchel to shave his pubes.
Yes.
Always good advice.
Prep work, put in the prep work.
Exactly.
All right,
Manscaped,
cool.
SEN, 20% off.
Hey, mods, put the code into the chat if you
Put the code in the chat, guys.
All right, Paige, it falls to you. What is the final draft pick of
Dude, this is
Fantasy
like-
Film Fights most fuckable cast? Go ahead. What you got?
This is like one of the hardest decisions I've had to make in a very long time. Just throwing that out there. Because I'm between like 10 movies right now. This is so hard.
Welcome to this show.
Yes.
But
That's what she said.
exactly. I mean, with this though, I feel like I can't go wrong with this because I'm kind of obsessed with the 2 main characters in this film, and they're amazing actors and actresses. And vampires are beautiful. And I'm going with Twilight because I
Oh.
love Robert Pattinson. Glistening in that sunlight as diamonds is, oh my god, and he's gonna be Batman. And I'm fucking obsessed with Kristen Stewart. I love her.
Paige, you fucked up.
I
If you would have gone Breaking Dawn, because my chat, when Rue was in there, they said Breaking Dawn Part 2, and I had the cast up there. Rami Malek, Maggie Grace, like Michael Sheen, like all.
Oh man, yeah, it has all of them in there.
Yeah, if you would have gone Breaking Dawn Part 2, like that's borderline End Game Infinity War territory right there.
She's still got Anna Kendrick. She's got Kellen Lutz.
Yep.
She's got Peter
Right.
Facinelli.
I have
She's
Taylor
got
Lautner. Like,
No, I'm not saying
on
Twilight's
here.
bad. I'm just like it's like Avengers versus Infinity War End Game.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a solid, and then you just have everybody. But yeah, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 was like, it was either that or Star Trek, and like I let the chat vote on it, so I went with Star Trek.
I mean, that is a good list too. I mean, I gotta go. I mean, those vampires, man. The whole Cullen family is as hot as fuck.
Yeah, they're so hot.
If those
Even Jackson
step
Rathbone,
siblings-
who can't act his way out of a fucking paper bag.
They're designed that way. They're
When Mike
supposed to lure you
Dexter
in.
is the dad, like, come on.
I was gonna say Charlie Swan is a sexy motherfucker. I've seen that movie a lot.
Just like Ben, he can rock a porn stash.
Trip McNeely.
Exactly. He's the dude.
That's actually what I'm cosplaying as. I'm Bella's dad. That's why I
There
came
we
to stream this.
go.
Go with Trip McNeely from Can't Hardly Wait. That's still Bella's dad.
Thanks, Brandy. I think I do too.
But it also Twilight, of course, also has the greatest baseball scene in the history of the universe ever.
Yes,
That's true. The baseball scene is pretty fucking sexy.
that is like one of my favorite scenes. Yes, I mean yes, like the baseball scene, and then
You have to fuck to that song in the baseball scene. That's the
Oh,
fucking play.
and I will also bang to Bella's Lullaby, that Robert Pattinson,
Dun, 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 dun.
and he's gonna be Batman. I'm just obsessed.
I
And
just
the
imagine, like,
fact that Robert
Shriver
Pattinson did part of the soundtrack too is pretty impressive.
Yes.
Oh, don't
The
forget
soundtrack-
Candy Big and Debt's in that movie as well. Candy
Yes.
Big and Deb's pretty fucking hot too.
Dude, I would have a hardcore threesome with Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. Just throw that out there, guys.
A
If you're
hardcore
listening.
one. Not,
The invitation has been
not a
extended.
peaceful one. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not at all.
No, like they're their final form of vampires, and Paige is still a human. Paige is fucking dying. Like she is
Oh my-
literally getting murdered.
Phone shreds.
I'm okay with it. I'll bite back.
And then she's gonna wake up with a little vampire baby that's gonna slowly eat away at her.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that one though, but I mean,
Then a weird dog man's gonna come near the baby, just like
Imprint.
Imprint on-
yeah,
imprint on
he's just gonna
Paige's
imprint them
newborn
on baby. Like, what? Did anyone else think that was perverted and weird? And we said
weirdest
Asian.
ending.
You named my daughter after the
After the Loch Ness monster.
That's the best line reading in the history of cinema.
Oh,
That if she would have been nominated for an Oscar, that would have been the scene that they play in the sizzle
That
reel.
would definitely been the bit.
that would have
Yes.
been the sizzle reel right there.
So funny. But
Oh,
guess
I
what,
love
guys?
it.
We got through the draft. It is complete.
Good job, everybody. That was
Nicely
fun.
done.
We
All
did
right,
it,
we're gonna have Tony recap how all the teams broke out, and then we're gonna go around the horn, and you guys give your honorable mentions and anything you got to plug or try to promote, what have you. But Tony, take it away. How did everyone's teams turn out?
absolutely. So here we go. So Ben went first overall. He went with Avengers End Game, the 2000s Charlie's Angels, 2021's Jude, Fraser vs. Asians, and Star Trek Beyond. Amaru went second. He went Magic Mike XXL, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, The Best Man, Sorry to Bother You, and Birds of Prey. I went third. I went with The Mummy,
y tu mamá también.
The Quick and the Dead, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Before Sunset. Christina Vee, The Avengers Infinity War, The Perfect Score, Not Another Teen Movie, The Losers, and What's Your Number? It's not a pattern there whatsoever. And then Paige finally, The Outsiders, Little Women, 20.
Yes, Jake, she would have been.
18 version.
The 2019 Little Women, guys. Timothy
Yep.
Chalamet.
I'll make sure I specify on the poll later.
Okay.
I know what you did last summer, Justice League and Twilight.
All right, everyone in the chat, everyone watching over on Ben's Twitch channel, what movies did we miss? What would have made your list? Start throwing out your honorable mentions in the chat. We'll throw them on the screen if we can, but we're going to get everyone on the panel's honorable mentions. We're going to start with Christina and work our way around. Christina, can you name off a few of your honorable mentions and anything you want to plug? Fire away with that as
Ooh,
well.
crazy stupid.
Couple of my honorable mentions is Hustlers.
Fuck, Christy, that's so good.
Yeah.
Like you don't even need the full cast. You just need the
J-Lo.
opening
Yeah.
routine by J-Lo. That's literally it. That's all you need.
How did I forget about that on my list?
Hustlers is pretty great. The entire cast of Black Panther is literal perfection.
Yep.
Literal
Yep.
perfection. Like every time somebody came on screen, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get much better than that. And I'm gonna go with Spice World.
Hey.
Yo,
Still left.
Spice World is
Spice up your
another
life.
movie for young Ben Goddard with an older sister, Ginger Spice in the Wonder Woman outfit.
Yep.
Thank you for your service. Also, Christy, if you would have brought up Winston Duke for Infinity War, it might have like even the odds right there because he's in that one. I don't think he's in Endgame.
Well, I mean, I didn't have to. He's in the movie, so
he's in the movie. Yeah.
I didn't have to say it.
Mountains.
So one of my favorite tweets to this day was it was one of those YouTube videos where like they read thirst tweets or whatever, and someone had tweeted that M'Baku can blow my back out. And that's amazing.
Well done.
Whoever thought of
Well
that,
done.
he snaps towards you.
All right,
I'm
then
sorry, guys. My honorable mentions might be better than my actual picks, but I had to go with my Chris Evans theme. I couldn't get away from that.
No, there's nothing.
They
wrong
were
with that.
that's saying like you didn't like sacrifice anything with Chris Evans, Peggy. He's in some sexy fucking movies.
Sexy.
I'm so
sexy
glad
man.
you're picking out another teen movie. If you did all Chris Evans and didn't go there, I would have been legit upset. Like
I have
there's so many
taste. I have
hotties in that one.
taste.
Yes.
I'm excited that you've heard of Puncture because like literally no one knows what that movie is. So
Dude, Puncture and Snowpiercer were on Netflix for like 5 years. Like I watched them so many times.
People don't realize how good Ben is. Like he's like this record does not reflect.
Damn
Not
you,
at
Red
all.
Sparrow!
Not.
I was
And then
gonna say,
anything,
sorry.
anything you want to promote?
yeah, for those of you guys that are following FPP, hopefully you guys have heard of Digesting Cinema and Digesting the Force. Digesting Cinema, Aaron and I are going through the Letterboxd challenge that Tony made. So every week we talk about a different movie that fits that category. And every Friday is Digesting the Force, where you get to hear my thoughts on a different Star Wars movie that I am watching for the very first time as a 32-year-old. I literally knew nothing about Star Wars until this has started. So our next one will be dropping on Friday, Revenge of the Sith, with my girl, Julie Marie, from A Certain Point of View. So check that out on Friday.
Nice.
My favorite thing about that podcast is watching people's reactions when you say that you've not seen Star Wars before. I was watching Paige there with the stormtrooper helmet behind her, just go.
And I got
Wait, what?
Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have
I've
Star
never-
Wars tattoos all over. Let's just say that way. So,
But no, if you guys
If
haven't
you ever
listened,
need a guest, I'll shout her out. Jessica Sloth has also only seen A New Hope. She's only seen A New Hope. So if you ever get to like Empire Strikes Back, if you need a guest, I'll plug her for that one because she's also never seen any Star Wars.
now I don't feel so bad for busting you out on Certain Point of View, Christina. just busted out Jess.
I was like, oh, well, thanks, Peggy. Now everyone knows I've never seen it, and now I have to do this podcast. So.
But awesome. All right, cool. Paige, a few of your honorable mentions and anything you got to plug.
oh yes, I do. I mean, I have like 30 films, but I mean, I was gonna put like 10 things I hate about you because Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, all beautiful. I was also thinking like Crazy Stupid Love because Ryan Gosling can get it any time of the day, any week. Call me.
And Josh Groban.
Yeah, yes, of course. Emma Stone in that movie too. What?
Yeah. And like that's when Steve Carell was at his peak of Silver Fox right there too.
Yes. Marissa Tomei.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Oh
Get it,
yes,
girl.
yes,
Get it.
yes.
Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Annalie Tipton, if you want to throw it to the babysitter, because
Julianne Moore. What? We got everyone in this
Oh, yeah.
film. I was even gonna do Star Wars: The Force Awakens because Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver,
Oscar
John
Isaac.
Boyega, and Oscar Isaac. Yes.
I would have probably gone Rise of Skywalker just to fit in what's her name from Kajimi Rue?
Kerry Russell.
Kerry Russell. I would have snuck in
Oh,
Kerry
yeah,
Russell
yeah.
in there. The same basic cast, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say Adam
And
Driver.
Yoda. I would have gotten in Yoda too.
Adam Driver has that weird face, but I've always said that Adrian Brody walks, so Adam Driver could run.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
So true.
I like that.
And Kill Bill and Death Proof because those
Yeah.
movies are great and have a
Yep.
great female
I knew
cast.
you put that wheel on the, or that wedge on the wheel.
Shut the fuck up. And also, like, you got Mean Girls, Girl Interrupted, like.
I thought about Mean
Scream.
Girls for sure. I like
Yeah.
Mean Girls was
Yeah.
up there with just like the core four right there. Oh my god.
Mm.
She has ESPN.
Yeah.
Or something.
And
then-
also, this is for PJ, Ocean's 11. Shout out
Yeah,
for Ocean's
Ocean-
11.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I think
Absolutely.
Oceans did get picked, honestly.
I'm
That's
very
a-
surprised it
I
didn't
thought about
either.
Ocean's 12 because
I
Kevin
wrote down-
Zeta-Jones is in that one.
Oceans, yeah, that's Ocean 13, I thought it was.
No, she's
No,
both
it's 12.
her
It's
and
right,
Julie
it's 12.
Roberts aren't in there.
Yeah, no, it's 12, but
Yeah.
that's the one I had on my list. So I
Yeah.
wrote down 10, That's the first one that's been mentioned out of my 10.
Me and Tony on the screen. It's a surprise we didn't mention Oceans, but hey.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, like, I had,
What
like, it was
happened?
Ocean's 12 or
Tuesday.
Ocean's 8. I didn't know which one I was going to go with.
I think you go Ocean's 12 because you also get bonus Bruce Willis.
It's true.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah.
Even the
And,
Breakfast Club. But yeah, I mean, you guys can check me out on Twitter at Twitter and Instagram at Front Page News 9. I also run my own movie blog on Instagram titled Feature Flicks. You guys should check it out. Movie news, reviews, all that fun jazz. And I do a Star Wars show every Friday at 6:30 Eastern called The Mad Match. You guys should check it out. We talk a bunch of Star Wars shit show nonsense about the show, and it's a great time. And I will actually be on Jesse Swift's podcast on Saturday, Jumping Shark. So you guys can see what movie I decided to pick. So, but yeah,
How you liking the Bad Batch, Paige?
it's all right.
All right. Okay. That's fair. That's
No,
fair.
I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I'm glad we're getting to the point now that more stuff is happening, which I'm enjoying. It takes the beats a lot of Mandalorian, I feel like.
Yes,
very episodic and mission by mission, but it is gonna get us somewhere. I just want to know where the fuck is Crosshair. But hey, who knows? We'll find out soon. Stay tuned. And I love you guys all, and I think we all picked sexy ass fuckable cast. So
Absolutely.
I didn't know we were gonna have a twist ending with this of Paige being 5'2", though. Like that fucking blew me away.
Sorry guys, I'm short. I can't help it. I did grow up playing hockey though, and I got the most penalties on every team I was on. Because small but feisty.
Were you the one that took off your skate and tried to stab somebody with it?
I wasn't that crazy.
Damn it. No,
Yeah, well, seeing those finger paintings you bring home and they suck.
And also just quickly
These
breaking
are on
news.
tonight, guys. Game 6. Root for them.
Breaking news from Jessica Flash has seen some of the newer Star Wars films.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She's just saying that so we don't put it on the wheel.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are putting it on the wheel. When
no,
we're literally
not
running
gonna-
out of questions.
Yeah. We're not going to go
I
suicidal.
don't want
and,
AJ to
do
accidentally
that
put in Thomas Harper's questions for Friday in my match.
In The Empire Strikes Back, what happens
Yeah.
at 37 minutes?
Right?
It's getting to that point now. All right. Goddard. A few of your honorable mentions, maybe some that were thrown at you on the Twitch feed from other people, and then whatever you got to promote. That's
I've got
coming up on
a
the-
full list here. I'll try not to go. So Sin City, A Dame to Kill For was my other one with Eva Green, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Jessica Alba, Jamie Presley, Rosario Dawson, LA Confidential, X-Men Days of Future Past, Boogie Nights, Lord of the Rings, the Ocean's movies. One I almost went with was Mission Impossible Fallout with Henry Cavill.
I almost put that on my
Tom
list too. That was one of my
Cruise, what's her Vanessa Kirby, like just that she's so like she steals when you steal a movie from Tom fucking Cruise, like it's amazing.
Angela Bassett does
Yes.
not age
That
ever.
woman is sexy.
Yes.
I had Breaking Dawn Part 2. It's a shitty movie, but Baywatch got some hotties in it.
True.
Yeah,
Slamming hotties in Baywatch.
Yeah, my boy.
Jess gave me Hail Caesar, the Coen Brothers movie with ScarJo, Josh Brolin, George Clooney, Channing Tatum.
Solid.
Scott Pilgrim, The Lion King from 2019, the voice cast, very sexy. A core 4 that I would have done: Huntsman, The Winter's War. You have Hemsworth, Emily Blunt, Jessica Chastain, and Charlize Theron. I don't know. I've never seen the movie. I just remember the posters, and just those core 4 can beat anybody.
Be a crazy orgy.
Yeah, it would be. And then probably my last one that I'll put out because I still have more. Sucker Punch, another terrible movie with a bunch of gorgeous women, and Oscar Isaac gets snuck in there as well before he was Poe Dameron. So I have more because I took this way too seriously, and I was like, yeah, that too. Oh my God, they're hot too. Yeah. Fuck yeah, they're sexy too.
I did the same thing, Ben, but we all did good, I think.
We did really, really good. Yeah. And then only thing I have to plug, guys, I'm straight like there is 97 hours and 51 minutes left on my counter right now. So I am here until Sunday at 6:45 right now. So anytime you guys want to stop by, hang out in the chat, we're a very welcome group. It's been a lot of fun. We're on day 3, and we are going all 7 days. So happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for the invite, Tony, Peggy, Christy, Paige, Rue. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun, and we all picked some sexy ass movies with some sexy ass people, which is annoying because there's just too many hot people in this fucking world.
Yeah,
there's a lot still left on the board. That's for damn sure. All right.
Oh yeah,
Rue.
John Hamm was in Sucker Punch as well. Holy,
Yeah.
I should have. Man, I'm kind of regretting not picking Sucker Punch.
All right. Rue, what you got for your honorable mentions and anything you have to plug with? Like, what you got to say about that?
Yeah. So the other movie I was going through because Henry Golding was being mentioned was The Gentleman, one of my favorite movies of last year. But McConaughey, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant looks sexy. Hugh Grant was sexy as fuck as that one.
Hugh Grant's also making a comeback. Oh, I hope they make another Man from U.N.C.L.E. because he's like the main guy in that one too.
Michelle Dockery, Gentleman is very, very sexy.
Probably Hunnam too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Charlie Hunnam. There we go. That was the other one I was thinking of. I could not find a Halle Berry movie to save my life that wasn't outside of her. But if I picked one, I was going to pick Boomerang because of her, Robin Givens, and Leela Rashan. Just beautiful, beautiful women. And then there are 3 people that I was also looking for a movie for, but I couldn't find. But Much Ado About Nothing, which has Michael Keaton,
there we are.
Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale. Oh my gosh. Keanu Reeves and the man that nobody mentioned but should always be mentioned in Sexiness, Denzel Washington. I mean,
Oh yeah.
come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So Much Ado About Nothing. Those are my 2 picks I had outside of that because a couple of mine actually got stolen. But other than that, my YouTube channel, You Reviews, I put it in the chat because it's sometimes hard to spell. I do a show every other week called One Gotta Stay. I give you 4 or 5 very hard options, and you only get to choose 1 to stay. And all other options are gone. Last week, you had to choose between Fall Out Boy, Paramore, Linkin Park, or Panic at the Disco. You only get the music and discography of one of those groups. The rest of them go.
that is hard.
Linkin Park.
You were the only one. You were the only one.
I would have picked Linkin Park too. I was supposed to see them literally a week before
Chad.
Preston passed away.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Preston passed away.
no.
All right.
Yeah, but and then next week, the clue for next week will be out. Next episode will be out next week, but I will say it is a animated franchises episode that will be out. But go check them out. One Gotta Stay is always very, very fun. A lot of yelling and a lot of
Wow.
See that one? See
Paramore,
everybody hates
really?
Linkin Park.
Oh,
This is why it's
Paramore
so-
too.
This is why he loves it.
Dude,
This is why I love this
that's the
show.
4 you tease with. That's your
Yeah.
fucking sizzle reel right
You
there.
guys are making him so happy right now. This is what he loves. He loves people.
Anybody who wants to go on One Gotta Stay, look out for whenever I put the video out. Let me know. It's always a good time.
Always a good time. I've been on a few episodes. Always have fun. And then Tony, a few of your honorable mentions and what is coming up on Featured Presentation Productions.
Absolutely. Okay, so a few of mine. Keep Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, Gattaca.
Yes.
Bound,
Gattaca, yes.
Drive, Warrior, Secretary,
Oh,
Brokeback
you
Mountain.
say Drive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan Gosling. I'm shocked no one picked. And then last one, God's Own Country. It's a British film, independent film about 2 farmers in Yorkshire. They are the most fuckable men you'll ever see in your life. It's amazing. God's Own Country is what Brokeback Mountain wanted to be, but so much better.
Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah, and then for Feature Presentation Productions for the rest of the week, so sign up sheet for Feature Presentation Movie Trivia is available now on the Facebook page. There's a game show, 3 rounds of random bullshit, all fun for a family. That's on Sundays. And then Enough Bill Cariola. So and on Tuesday, it's going to have Video Drew, and they are doing Turbo Kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
And then a few of
fucking bonkers.
It's an insane film and it's an insane conversation. It's so much fun.
Like,
But yeah, and then there's
discount Mad Max. Instead of like giant big rigs with a guitar playing fire, it's like a little kid on a fucking Huffy.
It's Mad Max Fury Road if the budget was like 10 grand.
Yeah, it literally is. It's great though. You guys should watch it. It's fucking amazing.
And then a few other things that will be announced the next week or two. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Then multiple choice mail from end of month last Saturday, where we get 40 random questions or multiple choice answers. Everyone can play by Kahoot. And this month is musical badness. 40 questions all about musicals.
Nice. That'll be an interesting one. And then as for me, a few of the ones that I would have drafted, my number one pick overall was not drafted at all. And that is a movie called 10 Years, because you get Oscar Isaac, Channing Tatum, Rosario Dawson, Kate Mara, you get Aubrey Plaza, Justin Long, Anthony Mackie. Who am I forgetting right now? Chris Pratt. There's a bunch of names in it. Nobody seems to have watched that movie, but I happen to enjoy it. It's about a 10-year high school reunion.
So good.
My number 2 pick would have been Everybody Wants Some, the Richard Linklater.
Wet Hot American Summer was on my list. Wet Hot American Summer was on my list.
But Everybody Wants Some. Everyone knows I love Glenn Powell, but you get Tyler Hoechlin, you get Wyatt Russell in a very different role from Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you've never seen it, go check him out in that one. Let's see what else. That awkward moment, because it's got Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, and Miles Teller as the main.
I never saw that. It looked funny though. It looked good.
No, it's actually entertaining. Imogen Poots and Zac Efron actually have really good chemistry.
Yeah,
it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
The Big Short, I think, is a good one, because you get like Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, and a whole Brad Pitt, a bunch of hotties and that. You get Margot Robbie, Selena Gomez,
playing poker, Margot Robbie in a bathtub.
Yep. And you know what? That's enough honorable mentions for me. Although I will shout out This Is Where I Leave You, which Ben still needs to watch, because you get Adam Driver, Jason Bateman, you get Catherine Hahn, Tina Fey, Adam Driver. If I didn't say that, Jane Fonda, Timothy Olyphant. It's a really good movie that I have.
Oh, Timothy Olyphant, you had me
a lot.
This Is Where I Leave You. That was a cry fest, I feel, for me.
Yes, it is, but it's a very hot cast, if you ask me. But yes, those are my honorable mentions, and you can catch me on social media at Peggy B Ball across all the social media platforms that I partake in. And then hopefully you guys tune in next Wednesday, where we are drafting our favorite Disney animated characters. It'll be a fun one and a little more G-rated than tonight's episode was, I'm hoping.
I do have a request though, and for my girl Brandy that's in the chat. Can we get a letterbox list of all of these picks? I know you love to organize your letterbox list, so I think that would be a fun list to have.
I'm just gonna crash the stream and be like, I want to fuck Judy Hopps. Oh, sorry, wrong stream. My bad.
Mike Wazowski.
Oh, my bad. This was last week. I'm so sorry. I'm still streaming. Fuck.
That is going to be on Ben's next promo.
There you go.
Yes.
They're gonna find it.
All right, I'm gonna be on this show, and then I'm gonna be on a Rouge show, and he's gonna be like, you got to pick one Disney princess to fuck. You're gonna lose 4.
Oh.
You got to get Maid Marian from the sexy Robin Hood animated. You got Judy Hopps. You got
you don't have Jasmine.
No,
I'm
doing strictly animals currently.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here, you guys. If you want to continue watching Ben, go over to his Twitch chart if you're on YouTube. And everyone on Twitch, thank you for joining us. So for myself, for Christina, Paige, Ben, Rue, and Tony, have a good one, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to vote.
That was awesome.
I thought it reeked.
Who's winning?
Let's see who wins.
You're gonna win.
Nothing personal. It's really gonna matter. Tune in next week.
You see what happens?
It's brand new.
Episode?
Fantasy film fight.
Doesn't matter who wins, because they're all losers.